see you. Someone from a distant past. Way back long ago, my heart, yeah. So help me out. As she turned through the pages, the tears roll down her face. I can see her reminiscing why her life had to be this way. Then she stopped and she came to a page where her diary ends. To smell the scent of an rose from her lover, I suppose. She had a picture book she took, yeah. Secret memories in mine. Oh, unkind heartbreak time. Baby, I could use your help tonight. We can make this a moment right. Wanna make you feel great. Want you to myself, want you all in my life. You don't need to hide when you're here. I'll make sure that you're safe. Wanna satisfy every inch. You're my art in a frame. So let it of you. So let it of you. I know you've been dealing with emotions. You're trying to control us like the ocean. Before you know you're in too deep. But I could put it all at ease. You don't need to hide when you're here. I'll make sure that you're safe. Wanna satisfy every inch. You're my art in a frame. So let it of you. So let it
Papi chulo, come papi chulo. Ay. Papi chulo, come papi chulo. Mamacita, come papi chulo. She say dame beso, I say culo. She get it from my mama, right can do like. She my number one, you better uno. Mamacita, come papi chulo. She say dame beso, I say culo. She get it from my mama, right can do like. She my number one, you better uno. She get it from my mama. Look at in them heels, even better in pajamas. I don't want no drama, bitch, all about them commas. Rushing like Obama, you the bomb like Osama. I'm saying now, let's take a trip to the Bahamas or South America, but you ain't never seen a llama. Mucho caliente like the temperature in summer. Heard you need your bike stick, just know I'm a plumber. Mama says you want them pesos. Bobby got the big roll. Make it rain more than April. She do what I say so. Mamacita, come papi chulo. She say dame beso, I say culo. She get it from my mama, right can do like. She my number one, you better uno. Mamacita, come papi chulo. She say dame beso, I say culo. She get it from my mama, right can do like. She my number one, you better uno.
How the fuck I'm supposed to tell you that? MDE, Melodream Entertainment in the building, in the mix. I got my man, Holla.
Yes, sir.
Hollis here in the building. Flawless is in the building. Dave, Storm, we got people in the building. Hey, man, Sunday.
Yep.
January 10th, 2021. Full week of 2021 has happened. And, I remember saying back in October, no matter what happens, no matter if Trump win or lose, it's going to be must-watch TV.
Yeah, you did say that. You called that one.
But damn. I ain't know it was gonna happen like that.
Yeah, we gonna get to that later on. That was crazy.
Yeah, before we'll dive into that. But first of all, how was your past 48? How you go? How you do?
Past 48 was better. Had a rough week.
Yes.
This first week in the new year, and I already got 2 deaths. So.
Yeah.
And I'm going on 3 on Friday, so it's crazy.
Yeah, I can understand that because, just last night, literally, I found out a college student was in a diabetic coma and she passed away.
Whoa.
So we usually used to chat back with sports here and there. I didn't see her in a minute, but, Facebook, connects everybody again.
Yeah.
So it's for a minute I didn't see her post anything. The last time she posted something was on Christmas. So I'm thinking, okay, everybody take a break from Facebook, whatever. Yeah. So her homegirl, her Scottie Pippen, posted, I don't believe this, all the pictures and everything. I'm like, hold up, it didn't hit, it didn't hit. So I understand what you're going through. So it's rough. 2021 ain't feeling too much of a different right now.
Yeah.
But we here. Bambi be here later. Holly here. We got some guests coming through today.
Yeah,
Who we got? We got brother Andre Jalil.
Yes. That's my bro from way back, like LL Cool J's hairline.
Stop playing.
Bro, we go way back.
Hey, he said LL Cool J's hairline.
It's so crazy. We go back as far as we was both in 2 different groups. He was in ADF, all different flavors, and I was in the Last Days Disciples, LD Squared.
Wow.
And we was gospel rappers.
Okay, I'm not gonna dive deep into that because I want to get into that when he's here. Okay, I ain't gonna even ask. I'm about to ask a question right now. I ain't gonna ask. And our next brother that'll be coming through today is I'm thinking Stringer Bell.
Yes.
What is this man's name?
His real name? I'll let him tell you.
Because I'm saying we saying Stringer Bell right now. Whoever's listening, they're gonna be like, is that Elba? It's not Idris Elba.
Nah, this is.
We're working on that.
Nah, this is the infamous Stringer Bell, the photographer,
Vogue agent. That's what I'm talking about. I like stuff like that. When you Vogue, that means you just work on your own thing. So that's dope. We'll be doing that. We'll be touching on, of course, what happened in DC. That's the topic of the week. Of everything. Yeah. I mean, it's so many ways you can dive into that. So many ways.
Yeah, that was crazy.
From the minute your man Trump took the podium to the minute everybody just rushed the gates and stormed it, and we'll get into that. But
yeah.
I'm just happy. I gotta say this, and this is probably wrong for me to say this, but I'm kind of happy it was just white folks that did that.
But the funny thing about I'm not gonna.
That's wrong for me to say that.
I'm gonna wait and say what I'm gonna say
when
we actually start talking about it, because I got some bullet points that's crazy.
I feel bad. Should I feel bad for saying that? I don't want to say white folks. I want to say those idiots, because there's some good white folks out there. So I'm happy it was just those idiots that popped off for saying, we're gonna do this. We're gonna storm the country. I'm happy it was them.
Make America great. Fuck yeah.
Exactly. I'm happy it was the Confederate rednecks, pig slop. I'm happy it was y'all. But you know what? I can't say it. We get into it. I can't say it.
And you sellouts that was there too.
I saw one.
Some sprinkles of sellouts. It was like 2 of them.
I saw a couple in there. One dude looked like he was in there for a stimulus check for real. I ain't mad at him. He was like, yo.
You gonna give me 2,000?
Like, where's it at? Like, how about you give me 2,000 plus the 600, and y'all get back at me when y'all figure it out?
He was like, yo, y'all gonna give me $2,000 for real?
Yeah.
2,500? Storm the president.
It was crazy. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about security, obviously.
Oh, we're gonna talk about how the cops just moved out the way.
They took selfies with these cats.
Yeah. Yo, real talk. Well, we're gonna get into that.
It's too much to get into.
Yeah. Because
it's sad. It's sad. But yes, thank y'all for tuning in the mix. Here we are, Sunday Melodream Entertainment. My man Flawless, he was getting fucked. My man disrespectful. Played the song, let it out. Karen Ross. Now I'm on the joint trying to find it. So I'm spending more money in 2021. So shout out to all the great DJs doing their things out there. holla at my man Flawless.
DJ Flawless.
We are here at just 2306. We are in Harlem between
Yes.
135th and 136th Street. So if you think you good, come here and get better. If you are trash, come here and get good. Shit, my man can do it. He'll put you on, man.
Facts.
That's all I gotta say. That's it. I'm done for right now because everything else I gotta say is about DC. I'm DC gas right now. So it's like it's gonna be radio silence right now because I can't talk about what I want to talk about right now. So it's like, okay, we're gonna wait for our guests. We're gonna hear some music. We're gonna hear some commercials, and then we're gonna get back to DC because your man Trump got 10 days.
Yes.
I'm so curious.
Get this man out of here.
He got 10 days.
10 whole days.
and mind you, now he said, okay, now we're gonna do peacefully. We're going to do the transition of power peacefully. So it's going to be easy. But, dude, that should have happened, like, in November.
Facts.
So now your man got to play catch-up in 10 days. And then now they're calling for the impeachment, you know. And we're going to talk about Mike Pence. He is the political spliff star. Because he was Donald Trump's best hype man up until Monday.
Facts.
We're going to talk about getting thrown not under a bus. He got thrown under a boat. You know how the bottom of the sea,
The
the
Titanic.
Sand, where the sand is at?
No, they strapped him on the bottom of the Titanic and sunk it.
He's at the bottom where your head would explode because there's so much pressure. That's how far he sunk your boy Pence. But like I said, we'll talk about that later.
Yo, that's crazy.
My man, Flawless, man. Give me something, bro. We're going to take it in, and then, when we come back, we're going to get into it, y'all. It's going to get a little ugly. We'll be back in the mix. Stay with us.
MDE Radio.
How the fuck I'm supposed to tell you that I love you when I just really discovered what love is? Running away again. How the fuck I'm supposed to tell you that I need you? I need a second to think, but you dug in. Running away again. How the fuck I'm supposed to tell you that I want you when all I know is I never wanted to end? Running away again. How the fuck I'm supposed to tell you that I love you when I just really discovered what love is? Running away again. How the fuck I'm supposed to tell you that I love you and know I really fucking mean what I said? You know I'm dealing with a million fucking things in my head. You know I need you like the air nigga breathe, but instead of having my back, you rather turn your back to me in the bed. You know I just need to unwind. You know that I ain't trying to be the fucking reason you crying. You know I'm working, know I got a lot of things on my mind. You know that I wanna be with you 100% of the time. And she like, nigga, if you love me, then say you love me then. I told you my secrets, nigga, don't judge me then. You still indecisive, okay, well fuck it then. Your dumb ass always trying to get the upper hand in the situation. Look, I understand, wait, no fucking shit, no I don't. Wait forever while you get you together. No I won't, if I still feel lonely with you, then I'd rather just be alone. Deep down I know what she wants. How the fuck I'm supposed to tell you that I love you when I just really discovered what love is? Running away again. How the fuck I'm supposed to tell you that I need you? I need a second to think, but you dug in. Running away again. How the fuck I'm supposed to tell you that I want you when all I know is I never wanted to end? Running away again. How the fuck I'm supposed to tell you that I love you when I just really discovered what love is?
Been in my mind lately. Been in my mind.
You are now listening to Melodream
Harder to find
Keep
lately.
it locked.
Yeah. Wrote this accompanied by a little reefer, my Beast Pill speaker, and my 200 milliliter Hennessy. I hit your little chica, told that bitch to bend the key, then proceed to bend the knees. I've been a G, living life the way I please. Came from the middle of the east, like I'm Lebanese. Bottom line, leave MCs live by demise. 1,000 times if we talking about their rhyme for rhyme. My stats combined, got stocks and bonds. Multiply my worth 10 times by 29, nigga. I ain't lying, I'm already on my 7th figure, but I got other things on my mind that's much bigger, like being a voice to this voiceless generation and fill the void. I can't avoid this temptation. When I exploit, I explode off detonation. Push my buttons and I go off with no explanation. Been in my mind lately, yeah, been in my mind. So harder to find lately, harder to find.
You best keep running. If I don't hold me back, but I just keep coming. Yeah. Niggas on that act and they just be frontin'. Push you in them tracks, but it all means nothing. Yeah. Cold cases.
You are now rocking with DJ Flawless on MDE Radio. Keep it locked. You are now rocking with DJ Flawless on MDE Radio. Keep it locked.
Double fried, my green was stuffed between the peas and kettle fries. I quit with the beef, then I gave up the pork, then I snatched up a cosign from one of the ghosts. Come on in, you letting out all the cold air, bro. Where you been? I know that you ain't forget about your folk. Late again, he may not come when you want, but I'm always up on time. So roll up the smoke, la la. The weed too potent, so I had to call mama. Tell her how much I love her for cooking them home products. When them bills will pile up, cereal with the water. If Lord couldn't help us, we had hamburger helper. When you want it done right, you gotta get it for yourself. It don't seem right being older than my uncle. Some people call it ghetto, I prefer another level, but I'm about to board this plane. I can't wait to see your face and hear you say,
come on in, close the door and feel the vibe. Macaroni and cheese, collard greens and chicken inside. Don't forget the cornbread, talking shit with the old heads. Mama dancing to some loud green. My auntie joined her and my daddy saying go ahead. Why you shine up your stinky red? Don't forget to close the screen. Come on in, close the door and feel the vibe. Macaroni and cheese, collard greens and chicken inside. Can't forget the cornbread, talking shit with the old heads. Mama dancing to some loud green. My auntie joined her and my daddy saying go ahead. About to roll up the sticky green. About to stick and roll up. Girl, you are picture perfect, perfect vision in my eyes. Girl, you are picture perfect, perfect vision. Yes, you are. I couldn't draw you better, baby. You were so divine. I guess God took his time when he came up with your design. I couldn't draw you better, baby. Words just can't describe how you look under these stars tonight. Blessing to my eyes. Girl, you are picture perfect, perfect vision in my eyes. Girl, you are picture perfect, perfect vision. Yes, you are. Yeah, I couldn't draw you better, baby. Just holding your hand gives me satisfaction similar to when two lovers dance. Couldn't draw you better, baby. Neck was made for me to kiss on. All my songs, they seem to run on. If I write about you, picture perfect, perfect picture. Yes, you are. Girl, you are. you are.
His face in the sand, not the last mafioso, I'm a MC cop. Make it say go LL and do the what? If you think you cannot rap me, yeah boy I bet, cause I ain't met a motherfucker who can do that yet. Trendsetter, I'm better, my rhymes are good. I got a go name plate that says I wish you would. And when battle begin then, I gotta join in. And before my rhyme is over, you know I'ma win. Cool J has a rhyme, so you better make way. Ask anybody in the crowd, they say the kid don't play. Sport competition, that's my hobby and job. I don't wear disguise because I don't overmind. Got a pinpoint rap that makes you feel trapped. So many girls on my track, I think my phone is tapped. I'm back.
Brothers say we made it, what a finish. Just stay consistent. My brothers say you gotta watch these niggas. So I keep my dick. My brothers say we made it, what a finish. Just stay consistent. My brothers say we made it, what a finish. Just stay consistent. My brothers say you gotta watch these niggas. So I keep my distance. I'm a player, I'm a player, I'm a player, I'm a player, but I'm serious about my business. It can't be late, it can't be late, it can't be late, it can't be late. I need it early if we talk chicken. I live fluence, I'm no blueprint, no study, you're my moves. I ain't new to it, I'm new to it, but no, that's it. This the new wave to the fin. So I'm yes, a whole can't forget Marco and Ghost Genie plotting billion. Sheen. I'm going, finally moving. We finally moving. Finally moving. We finally moving. Finally moving. Finally moving. Finally moving. We finally moving. Just keep me booming. Just
position. Look how we grown.
MDE Radio.
Hey, everybody. You already know. Well, you probably don't even know. Hey, everybody. This is your girl, Bambi Star, and this is In the Mix on Melodream Radio. Hope everybody is good. This is the what day of the year? What, the 9th? The 10th? What is this day?
It's the 10th day.
The 10th day of the year?
It's the 10th.
So, I mean, like, a lot of things been going on. A lot of things happened. Happy New Year to everybody.
I ain't see you the whole week, man. What's up?
Man, I want to get into how they've been messing up at the Capitol, but before we do that, I think, matter of fact, first of all, this is perfect because our special guest,
I can't.
Here we go.
Gave his heart, soul, blood, sweat, and tears.
Here we go.
For this country.
Here we go.
Yeah, he sure did. He sure did.
And because of the things that he experienced and learned from serving this country, he can actually tell this country to fuck off.
Shit, I think I already did that.
And everything, but you know, I mean, for those that follow me and everything else, I did some pictures, so you already know. If you see the infamous rogue agent, aka Sin Sinatra, aka Stringer Bell, aka it's mad AKAs, Big Brother, aka like, yo,
aka the People's Champ.
You know what I'm saying? The champ is here, but you know what? I'm gonna let you know the one and only Stringer.
Oh Lord.
Hey, Stringer.
Lucy was gonna do it. God.
The one and only
Lucy, you know you playing her too much, right? You playing too much, Lucy.
But yeah, let you know, introduce the one and only my bro, my peoples, one of the members in my heart, my tribe, the one and only Mr. String Sinatra is in the building.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What's going on, everybody? What's going on?
So what's good?
Well, first of all, it's about time. Let's just get the elephant in the room out.
No. See, if we're gonna address the elephant in the room, man, I'm like $5.85 past time.
Yeah.
You said $5?
$5.85 past time, and I'm
wow.
doing this by the dimes, so that means it's been too long. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
How many dimes make $1? And I said $5.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's been too long, but you know,
Mm-hmm.
like I tell
You
everybody
can't rush
else,
perfection.
good things come to those who wait. You know what I'm saying? You know, and
Ages.
I've been, you know, out doing what I do, one way or another. I could use this word. I earned the right. One form of terrorism for another. So that's what I've been doing.
He said, see, I told you this is the perfect time, especially when it's going on in the Capitol. We got the perfect man here. Perfect man. So what's new? What's going on?
I mean, you know, it's a new year. You know, new calendar. You know, still shooting, always editing. You know, just grinding. Like I said one day on one of my IG posts, you know, the grind never stops like I'm running from the cops. You know what I'm saying? And, yeah, right, you laughing, but, yo, you got to think about it. Like, you know, no matter what it is somebody's doing, you know, they get to a place where they like, I'm comfortable. I'm going to kick my Timberlands up now. Me, I'm never going to get comfortable, you know what I'm saying? As long as I can walk, as long as my arms work, ain't no stopping me, you know what I mean? I tell anybody, ain't no stopping me.
Okay,
you could try, but good luck.
If y'all see the serious in the face. So where y'all started?
All right, where what started to be exact?
Like, you know, I mean, you got the whole name change. You got, you know, the belt, you know, and then you got Stringer Bell, and then you got, you know, String Sinatra, and then you got, you know, the infamous rogue agent. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, let everybody know what's what.
So we gonna backtrack. You know, I'm sorry. We gonna backtrack a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody up here has been, how can I say? I've known them for years. You know what I'm saying? Shout outs to my wife. the lovely Mrs. Gemini Bell. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
She's been up here
twin.
way before me, and I was supposed to have got up here way back when. So, like I said, everything happens for a reason.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Now, like she said in my intro, you know what I'm saying, I have many nicknames for various reasons. You know what I'm saying? Some of them I still keep. I answer to all of them just because some people refuse change. But what she asked about is this right here. Now, I'm showing it to everybody on my live, but I walked in here with something that Tim, everybody, especially in the party days, it debuted in 2008 at a all-white affair at Irving Plaza. It is the actual WCW when it converted and got bought over by WWE World Heavyweight Championship belt. It was presented to me, excuse me, it was presented to me by a young man who is no longer with us. He and I served together in my 12 years of serving this now crazy ass country. And the reason why he gave me the belt was because, you know, I had got married and I had got divorced. Shit happens. But shortly after that, him and his wife started going through problems, and he came to me one day like we normally would in the backyard, and he's like, yo, she's trying to take me for fucking everything. And I was like, what? He was like, yeah, and Navy legal saying that she could do it and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, nah, hold on, I got you. Yo, I'm gonna give you my lawyer. What the fuck your lawyer gonna do? Man, my lawyer is sharp. And I'm about to put her in the water for you. Just trust me. I'm gonna make that call tomorrow. She gonna reach out to you. She gonna handle it. So long story short, that's exactly what happened. And I told him, I said, you know how I'm always like, every time I qualify something, I was like, yeah, the champ did it again. Nah, I'm the fucking champ. Blah, 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 blah. I didn't care. I was, you know, like my wife would say I was cocky, but no, confident.
Speaking facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Real facts.
It was confidence because, you know, being in the military at that time, being black in the military at that time, what y'all see now is what the hell we was dealing with. And that was during a don't ask, don't tell, deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So when I overshined all of them, it was like, yo, fuck that. I felt like I won the Super Bowl. I felt like I won the World Series. I felt like I won that WrestleMania match for the WWE Championship, and then turned around and went right back out there and said, oh, nope, I'm taking the world title too. Give me the Intercontinental, give me the U.S. Fuck it, I'll take them all. I'll take the Women's Championship too, and I'm a whole man.
I'm weak.
Look, I had a woman at the time. Here, you can hold that. You know what I'm saying? So his divorce was tricky, and they was together for a very long time. They was married for a very long time. My lawyer, you know what I'm saying, Michelle, she was amazing. You know what I'm saying? I think she's still in practice down there in Virginia, but she was amazing. She saved his pension, saved his house, got him custody of all his children.
Wow.
And this happened while I was deployed. You know what I mean? So I wasn't even home for it. You know what I mean? He emailed me, he said, yo, when you get back, I know, like everybody know, when I was in the service, I used to throw these wild ass parties. Like when I say wild, Luke ain't had shit on me. Like, I mean, wow.
You were like 95 South, the 90s.
I'm talking.
Freaknik.
Worse than Freaknik.
Look.
You was worse than Freaknik,
Look, take the 2 Live Crew videos, take Freaknik, take a couple of strip clubs, throw in Times Square before Giuliani and them cleaned it up.
Nigga.
And you still ain't caught up. Like, what I mean by that is like this here. I used to send out a coded text message and a coded email because the military reads your email. And if you were the recipient of that email, you had no other choice but to print that shit out. You had to print it out. You had to print it out, put it out on the floor, and then you're going to find it. Somewhere in the words, it would say, yo, somewhere in all this bullshit, you would read, I'll be home 2 weeks from today. Now, that told you 2 weeks from today, I will be back at my house. You now have 3 weeks to get your ass to my house. And what I mean by a wild-ass party, I mean, at the time, I was a bouncer at a strip club, so I used to get all the fly-ass dancers to come to the fucking house, and they would be serving you butt-ass naked. Oh, yeah. This was my homecoming party. You know what I mean?
Lord.
Right. And I had couples there. Everybody knew, like, like I said, I was big on wrestling.
it's
No
going
holds
down.
barred. Anything fucking goes.
I can't.
I don't care. Just don't make a mess and don't break none of my shit, or I will put my foot and a bullet in your ass. You know what I'm saying? So he planned out my party. He took over that for that one. And while I was there, I've seen this damn podium and I seen this fucking belt sitting there, but I didn't know what the fuck it was. And right before everybody went to go home, he was like, yo, hold on. He pulled a Russell Simmons on everybody at Def Comedy Jam. He was like, yo, I'd like to thank y'all for coming out, but before y'all go, you know what I'm saying, grab these glasses real quick. And he told me right then and there, he was like, yo, thank you for giving me that lawyer. And because you've always said you was the world champion, you can't be a world champion without a belt. Rips the fucking cover off, and he was like, you're my champion. He even put my old name on it.
Wow.
That's why I never took the name off. I wanted to, but I never did, because I felt like it was disrespectful to him, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we both decided to get out for different reasons. Mine was because of it was an integrity issue for me. Him, he was just like, all right, I'm done. I'm tired. And he tried being a civilian. Me, I was too busy hopping all over the place. Like, I got out, I had a pay issue, they fixed that shit. And you called me, where you at, nigga? I'm in Canada, where you at? Oh, I'm in Cali, where you at? I don't even know. Yeah, I had one of those moments, like, it's wild. Like, I did some wild shit. I was talking to this chick, and she was like, oh, you're here, I'm not here, I'm there. And I ended up getting on a fucking plane and ended up going somewhere. Didn't even get to the chick and ended up meeting some other chicks and like whatever. I've done some shit, and I will tell you, I was completely drunk at the whole time.
I'm weak.
So yeah, I love the Hangover movie. You know what I'm saying? So he came to me and he was like, yo, I'm gonna go back in. I was like, word? He was like, yeah, I'm gonna go back in. I was like, all right, you sure that's what you want to do? He's like, yeah, that's what I want to do. So he goes back in, and the first thing they do is they send his ass right back to the fucking war zone. Me and him talking as much as we could, and the next thing I know, I get a phone call because his kids are not grown yet. And he listed me as his immediate next of kin. And I will never forget this day because I was actually, Texas. And I got a call, and everybody, I don't know if y'all ever dealt with the U.S. government. When they call, that call ID just says the U.S. government. I'm like, I ain't do anything. So I answered the phone, I'm like, hello. They was like, yeah, is this Petty Officer Bell? I'm like, who the fuck calls me that anymore? I'm a civilian. Yeah, who this? Oh, this is such and such and such and such and such, and we need you to come claim a body. What? Instantaneously knew. And I had to get on a plane from Texas, fly to Iraq, claim all his belongings, finalize his affairs, carry out his last wishes, and bring him home. And like I said, carry out his last wishes. His last wish was he didn't even want to be buried. He wanted to be cremated. He wanted to be cremated. He wanted his ashes given to his children, to his mother and father, and then he wanted the rest put in the place that he loved most, which was the sea. And I did it. And his son is grown now. So, we stay in touch here and there. He's a grown man. So when he found out that I was getting married to my wife back in 2018, he also
hold up. Before you say that, we're going to get into a break because we got to we got to get into a break. We got to pay a couple of bills. But we are going to get into that with the whole retirement and then the birth of Sing Sinatra.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So we be back, y'all. We'll be back.
Yo, these headphones is bad loud. I had to take one off, like, whoa.
He would come to the gym, and if he didn't get a ride to the gym, he didn't have no car, he would run. He would run across the causeway.
Muhammad Ali, one of my great heroes, had a great line in the 70s when he was asked, how many sit-ups do you do? He said, I don't count my sit-ups. I only start counting when it starts hurting. When I feel pain, that's when I start counting, because that's when it really counts. That's what makes you a champion.
Jerry, I'm the greatest fighter that ever stepped foot in the ring. Money will be lost that night. This will be the biggest upset in the century of all boxing.
I think you're a big bag of wind. Damnedest showman that ever lived, and you ain't kidding anybody.
The odds are 7-1. It's very big odds for a heavyweight championship fight. It has to be Liston. Liston is a much bigger puncher.
While these big mouth people talking about I talk too much, well, I want all of them to be there, and I'm going to shut up all of his mouth. And Cassius Clay has won after 6 rounds. Cassius is not my name no more.
You want to keep calling me a white man's name? I'm not white.
Continues to scream at Terrell.
He beat the hell out of those who didn't want to use his name.
Mr. Muhammad Ali has just refused to be inducted into the United States Armed Forces.
I'm just about broke. I'm not allowed to work here now in America.
I'm going to fight, not for me, but to uplift my little brothers who are sleeping in concrete floors today in America.
They want to become famous to help people. It's a wonderful, wonderful.
I'm gonna float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. George can't hit what his eyes can't see. All of you chumps are gonna bow when I whoop him. All of you. I know you got him. I know you got him picked. But the man's in trouble. I'm gonna show you how great I am.
Bluffed him. I done everything. Beat him up basically for about 5 or 6 rounds. I thought it was easy. Then about the 6th round, he whispered in my ear after I'd hit him in the side, "That all you got, George?"
And never talk about who's gonna stop me. Well, ain't nobody gonna stop me. I must be the greatest. I took up the world. I took up the world. I told you, all of my critics, that I was the greatest of all time.
He who is not courageous enough to take risks will accomplish nothing in life.
When you were a kid, you always bet certain fellas, I'm gonna be champion one day, and when I'm champion, I'm gonna come back and show you I'm wrong. Another said, guys, I'm gonna be a great doctor one day, and I'm gonna be a dentist, I'm gonna be a great scientist, I'm gonna be a president of the country. But very few people actually are able to make good of the boast and come home and say, I told you.
MDE Radio.
And we're back. We're back with the one and only Mr. Sin Sinatra.
Yep.
In the building.
AKA String Sinatra.
String. I always say wrong. Sin Sinatra. Because you string, sin, string, stringer.
Lord, here you go. Here you go. Calm
brown
down,
eye,
Lucy.
brown,
Calm
brown,
down, Lucy.
brown-eyed bandit. When we keep going.
Oh, God. You took me back to junior high school.
I'm weak.
High school.
Right. So before we left out, we were going to talk about how you retired the belt.
Yes.
When you got married to my twin, my
So-
best friend, and then the birth of the photography.
Yeah.
All right. So, like she said, I retired this championship belt. Why? Because, you know what I'm saying, I ain't gonna front. I've been married 3 times, and what's that old saying? 3rd times is a charm.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Every marriage to me was supposed to be a Super Bowl, and it didn't feel like it. I felt like I was doing the Montreal screw job with Bret Hart and Vince McMahon in my first 2. You feel me? So when I married my wife, you know what I'm saying, my man not here, I said, fuck it. I'm going to retire this belt. Because there's only 2 people in this world that can honestly step up to the plate and challenge me for my belt. They ain't got the heart to. You got to be able to face me first, and you too busy being a coward. So when I got married, if you look, you'll see it at my wedding pictures. I walked down the aisle with my grandmother and my grandfather, who's been my inspiration in life. They're actually the name of my daughter that I had with my wife, reverse. Yeah, Nore's name is a combination of her great-grandmother and great-grandfather's first names, which are Nora and Raymond. Her great-aunt is the first combination of it, Ray Nora. So we flipped it. That was a promise I made my grandmother. Oh, shit, why was I, like 10? Because they're like the old-school hopeless romantics. Like, they got each other's names on their license plates and all that other shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I don't believe in making
I like
promises.
stuff like that.
I don't, and mind you, that was the promise I made at 10, but as I got older, promises is like rules, jaws, laws, and hearts to me. Them shit is made to be broken. But I promised that lady that I was going to do that, and I did that. You know what I'm saying? That was my last promise. Now I just give people my word. Like, my word is everything. So after I got, I retired, went back to work, enjoying married life, trying to at least. And the whole birth of, Strange Sinatra photography came from me actually getting hurt at work. I work for an armored truck company, but I got injured back in 2019. And after having surgery or whatever, just sitting there, wasting away, getting fat. My wife actually, I'm dead serious. I was getting fat. I think I was in fact, I surpassed the weight that I had when she was pregnant, and I was carrying her weight. Like, I looked pregnant. She could tell you. I looked pregnant. They used to call me like, yo, you're having a baby. And I'm like, yeah, she's the father. You know what I'm saying? So, and
I was going around the midwife.
You know what I'm saying? So she came up with the idea of doing something to get me out of the house, which was, let's go to the movies. And this is all before COVID. So we used to, like, drop our kids off to school, go home, get dressed, go right back down to the city, go to the movies. And one day, she was dressed real nice. And she did the one thing that I can't stand females to do. Like, when you're dressed immaculate from head to toe, you want to take that annoying-ass selfie? See?
I hate that,
You
yeah.
see? Like, and when I say she was like, I was looking at her like, I was creeping on her on the train, in a movie theater. I'm like, damn, that's my wife. Like, oh, okay. You have to get your ass home. You know what I'm saying? And when she did that, I got so mad. I was like, yo, just come here. I pulled out my iPhone, threw it in fucking camera mode, slid it over to portrait mode, didn't even edit the shots. Just went 1, 2, 3, all right, take your stupid selfie, click, sent them shits to her. She posted it up on Instagram, which went straight to her Facebook page. And by the time we got back home, and I went and got Nore from school, I was in a 4-way conversation of, oh, you need to quit bullshit and get a camera.
Facts.
I was in a 4-way like, I walked into this, oh, he's in the house? Yeah, you need to quit bullshit and just get a camera. And I did it. Like 2 weeks later, I went, bought my first camera. I still have it.
Wow.
I doubt I will ever get rid of it. I still shoot with it.
Which camera is it?
The Canon T6.
Canon T6?
Yeah, I'm definitely a Canon shooter without a doubt.
But Canon is one of the best anyway.
And the funny part about it is, so I started shooting outside, doing landscape, cityscape, shit like that. And then I caught the attention of a portrait photographer who has like this whole clan or whatever you want to call it. He did a meet. He invited me to it, and I went. I ain't even gonna front. I was a nervous wreck shooting a bunch of models. I don't know none of y'all, but once I got in the groove of things, I did it. But I still stayed to shooting outside. Then I got a request because my wife has her own business, Bells and Whistles events. So we started Bells and Whistles Photography. And then I had got like this crazy request to do a lingerie shoot. I did it, but I was like, I can't post it on that. So I had to come up with something. And I just sat there and I started thinking, all right, I got to come up with a catchy name. I got to come up with this, and it got to lay something personal to me. I'm a diehard Yankee fan. Everybody know, you ever been to any Yankee stadium since Frank Sinatra made that song, New York, New York. There's your Sinatra. Took my name Stringer, dropped the ER, String Sinatra. Instagram handle, Jay-Z said it. Sinatra shot you, goddamn you. At Sinatra shot you.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. He said it on the song on the Black album. It's, I think it's called Threats. Yeah. With the loop from R. Kelly's song, Women's Threat.
Oh,
okay. No, A Woman's Threat.
Oh, okay, right.
That ding, ding, yep. And he literally said, Sinatra shot you, goddamn you. Yeah, see, and everything that I do, regardless of what it is with my camera, it has something to do with that. You know what I mean? Like, I built that brand. And to answer your question of how I got this infamous rogue agent title, being a photographer, you can't be yourself. Like, I can't be the name that my mother and father made. My father, rest in peace, named me. I can't be Romel Bell, the photographer, because there's shit that Romel Bell, the person, believes in strongly that I'm not doing that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So one of my buddies that's also a photographer was in the military with me. He was like, yo, you got to come up with an alter ego. And, you know, the video game you playing is perfect. And I was like, what? He was like, think about it. For as long as I've served with you and as long as I've known you, you did what you wanted, when you wanted, how you wanted, and you always executed. As far as I'm concerned, you are Aaron Keener, the first rogue agent from the division. Yep. Video games. I'm a diehard video game head.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So the infamous rogue agent is pretty much from the video game.
I believe all the time that he's cheating because he lived the life. So you already know how to use everything already, but that's all.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
it is a cheat code, sort of, kind of.
Look here, everybody cheating. You got women going to DR getting surgery to get what?
You know what?
15 minutes of fame?
You're right.
We live in a world, hold on, we live in a world right now where don't nobody like to be who they are.
True.
You know what I mean? I could deal with the makeup, but, you know, the late, great Phife Dawg said it best. If you go dig in your crates and pull up the old Tribe Called Quest album, Low End Theory on Butter, listen to that last verse. If your hair and eyes was real, I wouldn't have dissed you. But since it was bought, I had to dismiss you. Yeah. And that album came out what year? 1990 something?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ask me, you know what I'm saying? He said that in 90, and we're doing that here in 2021. Yo, who did your hair? Diane made it. If you was you, or just you, talk to you, maybe. But hey, even I can't stand no bionic lady. You know what I'm saying? I love, and that's one thing I want to put out there, you know what I'm saying? Like, with my photography, you know what I'm saying? Like, I be trying to do things differently. This is why it's all rogue. See, because most people don't even know the difference between a boudoir shoot and an eye candy shoot. You see, and that's where my belief come in, because if you ask me, an eye candy shoot, I'm technically raping you. And any female, even her, she used to do eye candy modeling. Any female will tell you, yo, it is the most uncomfortablest thing you will ever fucking do. It really is, because you could sit there and you could be posed up, and then the first thing you're gonna say is, yo, stick your butt out. And you're gonna have this look on your face like, huh? But you do it, and you're like, huh? And if you look at most magazines, past and present, most of those females have that same look. Either the what the fuck or the deer in the headlight look. No bullshit. This. No bullshit. Right? Now, a boudoir shoot, it's about the woman herself. You know what I mean? You ain't got to stick out your ass. You know what I'm saying? It's about you. Most people forgot that lingerie was originally created to make a woman what? Feel good.
Yeah.
That's what it is. She got on lingerie. She could do it implied nude. She could do whatever the fuck she want. And that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I don't discriminate on body type. I tell you, yo, you got your fupa, bring it in, because guess what? You could 1, 2, 3 suck, right? Here we go. Like, even when I edit, I don't enhance nothing. The only thing I will do is, because, you know, I do shoot and send to a lot of magazines. Yo, I'm a fan of stretch marks, but I know for a magazine, and I might get caught in the groove, and it might just happen. You be like, yo, you said you was going to leave my stretch marks. Oh, I'm sorry. I was editing your stuff at the same time that I was doing this, and it was a complete accident. I'll leave your stretch marks. You know what I'm saying? I'll leave it. Because all that, I embrace what the woman's body can do. A woman's body is a whole fucking planet and a production factory.
Facts.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And people don't understand that. And this is why I tell women, like, yo, be happy with what you got. You know what I mean? Yeah, you got a fat ass, you ain't got no titties. You got titties, you ain't got no ass. So what? You know what I'm saying? But we all know who started that. Shout out to Lil' Kim. Mind you, and I'll be the first one to say it, Lil' Kim was fine as fuck before she did all that shit.
I say the same thing. I want old Kim back.
We can't even get that back. I was actually glad that K. Michelle took that shit out, because I was like, you was fine without it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I tell people, I could deal with the weaves. I could deal with the wigs if they're installed right. No. Again, I'm not discriminatory. I mean, we in Harlem, New York City, and I don't give a damn where you at, USA. We have all seen the girl with the lace front wig and the shit is coming up. No.
It's talking to you like this. It's
right.
It's flapping in the wind.
It's fucking waving at you like hi, and you're like hi. Like, why you keep saying hi to me? Because your fucking head keeps saying hi to me.
I'm weak.
Yo, it's the God honest truth. You know what I'm saying? It's the God honest truth.
Either that or the eyelashes.
Nah, mind you, now the eyelashes. I can't even tolerate the eyelashes, but some of y'all got to chill with these goddamn stealth fighter bomber damn length fucking eyelashes. I swear to God, if a fly flies past your eye and you start blinking like this, I swear you're going to take off.
I'm weak.
And don't let me have a camera because I'm sure going to be like, click, click, click. No, ain't no strings attached. That chick eyes made her take off. Like she is holding on to that sheet because she ain't got on nothing underneath. But she sure took off and went through this building.
I'm done.
8th floor, 10th floor.
I'm weak.
I'm done. So, String, my thing is, what is the next projects that you're actually going to be in?
Oh, shit.
The next project.
Now, that I got to put it you like this because y'all got me on the air. So let me put this out there right now. String Sinatra Photography is built like a covert black ops military command. Have you ever seen a terrorist tell you what they're going to do, then do it? No. So my projects are just like that. Like, I'll be the first one to say, I don't shoot to shoot. I mean, I'm not a press-to-shoot shooter. I'm still trying to build my super team so that I don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? And what I do is, one project I will tell you is coming out, keeping in mind that I said this character of mine was built after a video game. March of 2021, I'm not even going to say the exact date because I don't remember it, I will be debuting the Eclipse virus shoot. So just keep in mind that that has something to do with the Division II Warlords of New York campaign. And keep in mind, if you play it, Season 4 is already active. So you don't know which way I'm coming. But anything else, I am doing a towel project. I will be starting a black and white boudoir project, and I could get into specifics of that because the only things you can wear are black or white. It will be shot and edited in black and white. You know what I'm saying? And that's like anything. And when I say I shoot anything, I do. Just because it's not on my Instagram don't mean I ain't shot it. Because we all know right now Instagram is racist as hell towards black folks.
TikTok, too.
We gonna leave that one.
Nah, we're not going to leave that one because I'm still trying to understand how is it that a white girl could be up there, you know, surgically enhanced 38 double D cup titties and I see your pink nipple. But the moment that I have a woman that wears a natural 38D with her hand over it, no nipple, no areola exposed, oh, you're flagged. You're flagged. You're flagged faster than Trump can incite another riot.
Wow.
And probably thrown in jail just this fast. Like, oh, shit, I can't even. And don't be the guy like me. They got your Instagram page connected to your Facebook business page. Oh, double whammy. You now in Facebook jail.
So before you leave, I need you to put up let the world know where they can reach you at, information. Man, so if they want to shoot and everything else, so that before you go,
that's easy.
Let everybody know where you at.
That's easy. Instagram.com/Sinatra Shot Ya. If you happen to follow Bambi Face, I'm tagged in her pictures.
That's me.
At Sinatra Shot Ya. If you can't remember that, just literally go to Instagram in the search bar and just start typing the space Rogue ROGUE, the infamous Rogue Agent. Enter to pop right up. It's the same handle on Twitter. You know what I mean? And so forth and so forth. And lastly, I may be starting an OnlyFans page.
Oh, well, before that's a whole nother thing. But another thing we're gonna say is before we go
for my new photography.
Wait, okay. Before we go, let the world, like I said, thanks for everybody that's listening. Remember what he said, how to reach him, and stay tuned because you might see some of his work inside Melodream magazine.
Yes, sir.
So.
About time.
We'll be right back. I think coming up next we have the one and only Andre Jalil.
Harlem's finest. He's in the building. Y'all know.
He's straight out of Harlem, man. Got the Malcolm X glasses on.
So,
He's
later,
spunky.
y'all.
He like his oatmeal lumpy. Ow.
Shit. Yo, we good. Yo,
Yo, I'm top 5, you can hear the proof when I spit a jewel. Come on, y'all can't compare me to what these niggas do. Selling drugs, the things a parent do just to get us food. Not a house so big, got a parachute to my living room. The money good, but it can't be a problem. But I'm quick to put it on your head, bitch, I'm hands-free with drama. We grew up with daddy issues, cause we can't see our fathers and they waited too late to tell us about Plan Bs and condoms. No respect for a nigga that do dirt with his mans, and when he get caught, he folded and he tell what he learned on the stand. Stood in the fire so long, I ended up burning my hands. The fire was struggle, wrote a verse, now my words like a fan. Now I'm on XXL covers. Niggas and bitches from colleges to the jails lovers. Just a chick from the hood that's doing Adele numbers. Hard to get your respect unless your skin is a pale color. Life wasn't prepared for us.
The night has come and left me just the life that you allowed.
The hustle, cause that's how we was raised on my block. And you stayed on your hop until you made you a nut.
The night has come and left me just the life that you allowed.
The hustle, cause that's how we was raised on my block. And you stayed on your hop until you made you a nut.
I woke up feeling like the old me. Now they gotta watch your back, these niggas on both teams. They threw dirt on my name, they tryna expose me. I'm really campaigning, I remember I used to have cold feet. You can't tell me how you move me, you got to show me. I got these drugs that I can do when I get lonely. In my bag, every day they try to provoke me. Double trap by my shoulder, nothing to get this bitch to the room, sitting in smoke fume. My dog just had them days, I couldn't even go to him. I got problems, I got drugs for when I go through them. I keep it private cause I know these niggas be lying in Pro Tools. She could fuck up her biggest blessings if she don't choose. I got dick and I got some racks that we could blow through. I put pressure on situations if it don't move. I can give you all this game, but I can show you. And I always felt the pain, it ain't never been different. Did too much to get this bag, to invest it in bitches. I go so hard every day, and I never been tripping. And niggas talk shit to they own, I ain't never been missing. I woke up feeling like the old me. Now they gotta watch your back, these niggas on both teams. They threw dirt on my name, they tryna expose me. I'm really campaigning, I remember I used to have cold feet. You can't tell me how you move me, you got to show me. I got these drugs that I can do when I get lonely. In my bag, every day they try to provoke me.
Lucifer, son of the morning, I'm gonna chase you out of earth.
You're now listening to Melodreams Entertainment. Keep it locked.
Put on an iron shirt and chase Satan out of earth. I'm gonna put on an iron shirt and chase the devil out of earth. I'm gonna send him to outer space to find another race. I'm gonna send him to outer space to find another race. Satan is a evilous man, but him can't choke sit on I man. So when I check him, my lass in hand, and if him slip, I gone with him hand. I'm gonna put on an iron shirt and chase Satan out of earth. I'm gonna put on an iron shirt and chase the devil out of earth. I'm gonna send him to outer space to find another race. I'm gonna send him to outer space to find another race. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Level, 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 level.
Yeah, you want my level? Yeah, my level.
sucker for your body type. The higher tempo matches your mind. Never been one to settle with you. You show me something profound. Who wouldn't wanna hold you down? I'll never let you go. I found someone my level. Ooh, I'm volume in stereo. I found someone my level. You never judgmental. You build me up and never tear me down. Put you first and never in the background. Loving you is simple, so simple. You my shady spot on sunny days. You're summer to my ocean wave. For you to come along, put harmony to my song was. Now everything's aligned, we eye to eye. I'll never let you go. I found someone my level, my level, yeah. I'm volume in stereo. I found someone my level.
Bitch, I had to bust at you. Came right back to get that loot. No, I had to finish what I started. No, it ain't too late to turn around, is it? Bitch, I had to bust at you. Came right back to get that loot. No, I had to finish what I started. No, it ain't too late to turn around. Turn around. Running up the numbers on the cash chase. Stretching out up the work just like elastic. Fucking with one of the bitches with a bankroll. Know her ass is fake cause her eyelashes. Stepping out the beam of dirty bands on. Catching up on them offers I don't need though. Long as I am a legend in my hometown. Respect is why I did it from the get-go. Yeah, no, I can't wait today. Thought I lost it all like everything. Bitch like everything. Came back from my bag, I'm back to play. But don't play with me. I can turn it all around today. I ain't never late. I can't wait today. Bitch, I need my bed like yesterday. Bitch like yesterday. Green light all the late. Bitch, don't play with me. I can turn it all around today. I ain't never late.
Double, triple, check. Gonna left a couple bags on the stand. Feeling like I owe a couple checks. Now I'm getting back like I never left. Bang a left.
Bitch, I had to bust at you. Came right back to get that loot. No, I had to finish what I started. No, it ain't too late to turn around.
Do not come after me, no, you don't wanna do that, nigga. And I'm hoping that you all agree, you don't wanna problem through that, nigga. And I'm schooling you all just a little, probably like you was a new rap nigga. And I'm claustrophobic a lot, and I think you better move back, nigga. Please get up, wait for me, I don't really wanna talk about nothing. If my money ain't what it's supposed to be, that's when a nigga gun start buzzing. Clang, shells hit the floor, more shots coming. And instead of you trying to talk to me, motherfucker better talk by running. Everything about me new. Bitch, I'm back and they don't know what to do. Best you ever saw, every metaphor, medical precautions will be needed. Crazy like a player animal.
Dedicated to all my hustlers that's a product of their environment. Whether getting money legally or illegally, we gotta do what we gotta do to survive, man. Grew up a screw up on, baby. Got introduced to the game. I ain't took a breath yet. Let's go. Ever since I was an embryo, waiting to shape up and ship out, something in my brain said, wake up and kick out. Roberta and Wayne stayed up and flipped out. Cause when I came, I was draped up and dripped out. Snipped the umbilical, spit the government chip out. Piece up, 8-town down, and then I dipped out. And oh my gosh, the Oscars was picked out. I slipped in, even my baby stroller was tricked out. Somebody get them, the little niggas out of control. Put a little bit of rum in my bottle. I dream about diamonds and gold, gold, gold. To grow from an infant to toddler was effervescent. The essence of adolescence got my body feeling fresh and fresh and fresh. And it was a blessing to rhyme and start repping. I was the best in my section with flows harder than erections. Still the best, but now I'm grown with more range than a Texan. I'm a heavyweight, you niggas is lighter than my complexion.
Miss me with that bullshit. You ain't really wild, you a tourist. I be blacking out with the purist. I made 100,000, I freaked it. I made 500,000, I freaked it. I bought an 87 for the weekend. This ain't what you want, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want, this ain't what you want.
And it's like that look. MVP, I don't get no sleep, no, I don't like that look. Bust that open, I want that ocean, yeah, that pipe back look. Do it pipe back look, need two life jack look. I ain't gon' hold you, I ain't gon' pressure, never control you. I ain't gon' front you, keep it 100, I don't know you. Boss like top dog, lost my life up, crossing over. Stutter stepping, got a Hall of Fame and all my poster. I've been ready, my whip been ready, my click been ready, my checks been ready, my shots on full, that's Armageddon. I got pull, I hope y'all ready, my tank on full, you know unleaded. I gotta go get it, I gotta go get it, I gotta go get it, I gotta go get it. My name gon' hold up, my team gon' hold up, my name gon' hold up, my team gon' hold up, my shots gon' fly, my team gon' roll up, Menage twice, my queen gon' roll up. I hope y'all ready, you know I'm ready, I rain all day, you know confetti. I gotta go get it, I gotta go get it, I gotta go get it, I gotta go get it.
Miss me with that bullshit.
You're not a gang member, you're a tourist. I be blacking out. Bought a 83 cutlass for the weekend. I got 100,000 and I freaked it. I made 500,000 and I freaked it. I put a Rolls Royce on my wrist, oh yeah. Cause baby mama try and sneak this. I took her to my penthouse and I freaked it. I had to make my mind up, should I keep it? I got big dog status, it ain't no secret. La-dee-da-dee-da, slime on me now.
I caught him with a blow to the chest. My hollow put a hole in his vest. I'm about to send two to his dome. Cry babies go home. I caught him with a blow to the chest. My hollow put a hole in his vest. I'm about to send two to his dome. Cry babies go home. I got people scared as fuck, like when condoms break, or how your heart deals with eating 80 pounds of steak. So put your belly on the plate and watch your weight. You frosted like a flake and Ludacris feels great. Who on come face me, face come on who? And women give me face till they face turn blue. They can't breathe, dick to mouth resuscitation. A tight squeeze but stops the lengthy conversation. I play stations, duck cops and lose agents. I'm Dr. Love, I close curtains and fuck patience. When I kick and rip and flip an indispensable rhyme, my black ass is so hungry I'll take a bite out of crime.
Oh shit! I need that. So I need that sloppy. That sloppy. Like a Chevy in quicksand. Yeah. That sloppy.
This feeling is unmatched. This feeling is brought to you by adrenaline and good rap. Black Pendleton, bar cap. West. We don't share the same synonym, far back. West. Been in it before internet had new acts. Mimicking radio's nemesis made me whack. My innocence limited, the experience lacked. 10 of us with no tentative tactic that cracked the mind of a literate writer, but I did it in fact. You admitted it once I submitted it, wrapped in plastic. Remember scribbling, scratching, diligent sentences backwards, visiting freestyle ciphers for your reaction. Now I can live in this stadium, pack it the fastest. Gambling, Benjamin benefit, sending in traffic, spinning women in cartwheels, linen fabric on fashion, winning in every decision. Kendrick gets mastered that mastered it, isn't it? Lovely how menaces turn attraction, pivoting rappers, finishing fraction while writing blue magic. Thank God for rap. I would say it got me a pack, but what's better than that? The fact it brought me back home.
We've been waiting for you, waiting for you, waiting for you, waiting for you.
I know everything, know myself, I know morality, spirituality, good and bad health, I know fatality, my haunt you, I know everything, I know Compton, I know street shit, I know shit that's conscious, I know everything, I know lawyers, advertisement and sponsors, I know wisdom, I know bad religion, I know good karma, I know everything, I know history, I know the universe works mentally, I know the perks of bullshit, is it meant for me, I know everything, I know cars, clothes, hoes, and money, I know loyalty, I know respect, I know those that's unreal, I know everything, the highs, the lows, the groupies, the junkies, I know if I'm generous at heart, I don't need recognition. The way I'm rewarded, well, that's God's decision. I know you know that line's for Compton School District. Just give it to the kids, don't gossip about how it's distributed. I know how people work. I know the price of life, I'm knowing how much it's worth. I know what I know, and I know it well not to ever forget. Until I realized I didn't know shit the day I came home.
We've been waiting for you, waiting for you, waiting for you, waiting for you.
I met a little. I said, empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow, or it can crash. Be water, my friend. Actually, you see, I mean, it's a combination of both. I mean, here it is the natural instinct, and here is control. You are to combine the two in harmony. Not, if you have one to the extreme, you will be very unscientific. If you have another to the extreme, you become all of a sudden a mechanical man, no longer a human being. So it is a successful combination of both. The word superstar really turned me off, and I'll tell you why. Because the word star, man, is an illusion. It's something what the public calls you. You should look upon oneself as an actor. All type of knowledge ultimately means self-knowledge. Mm-hmm. So therefore, they're coming in to, and ask me to teach them not so much of how to defend themselves or how to do somebody in. Rather, they want to learn to express themselves through some movement, be it anger, be it determination, or whatsoever. To me, okay, to me, ultimately, martial art means honestly expressing yourself. Now, it is very difficult to do. To express oneself honestly, not lying to oneself, and to express myself honestly. That, my friend, is very hard to do. And you have to train. You have to keep your reflexes so that when you want it, it's there. When you want to move, you're moving. And when you move, you're determined to move. All the time, you are keeping the continuity going. Bending, stretching, everything. Suppose, you just keep it moving.
It's like a ballet dancer there.
Yeah, it is. I mean, to them, you see, the idea is running water never grows stale. So you got to just keep on flowing.
Hey, everybody.
You.
We are back. I love that damn song.
Yep.
Oh, this is the mommy of Carefree and Drunk. And I just wanna party with you. He said in the song, he said, I realized you high too. Yeah, because he's the vibe. But speaking of good vibes and partying with the girls and the guys, like I did that, right? Like I did that.
Right.
We got like this is a double whammy for me. I'm seeing people that I haven't seen in a long time, and they're doing their thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, lots changed. Everybody grew up, maturity. Like, of course, my brother came through, Mr. String Sinatra. I always say it wrong. Stringer Sinatra. And then we got one of my first photographers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right.
He's one of my first photographers for body paint. Shout out to Chin.
Yeah, shout out to Chin Chin. That's
you know what I'm saying? Not only he's a photographer, but also an artist. That's why I threw in the party with the girls. You know what I'm saying? The vibe.
Right.
So we got the one and only Mr. Andre Jalil in the building.
How's it going?
What's up? How you been? You like a whole dad now.
Yeah. It's funny. Me and my daughter in this Ally commercial, and I was watching the Nets Celtics game, and the commercial popped up, and then started getting all these phone calls and stuff like that. Everybody's like, yo, did I just see you in the commercial? Because, you know, it's like real quick. Did I just see you and your daughter in the commercial? You know, so it's like the social media thing for the family has taken off. My wife, when we first had my daughter a few years ago, well, 2.5 years, she wanted to create a page for her. And so when she created the page, she was teaching the sign language and this whole Montessori thing. So she's been taking off. Like I said, my daughter has 25,000 followers on Instagram and growing and stuff like that, more than me. Like, I got to catch up, you know. And my wife, because
kids, first of all, kids can get away with kids. You throw your kids up there, they got everything. But you got to be careful too, because then you got the predators and shit.
Yeah, well, we have people who know us and see us and stuff like that. We go places, and first they always recognize my wife because she had a bunch of followers because she did locks and she did tutorials on it and all of that stuff. So she kind of had that.
I looked at her.
So that's why she created the one for my daughter, so she could have her own page. Because you know how people they have kids and all their pictures are all pictures of their kids now. So she's like, maybe we could separate it, and then it just took on its own thing, and then we got approached by different media companies and like contracts with them. So now we get paid for when you see stuff on commercials and stuff like that. So
that's what's up.
Taking off. Yeah. So like now I'm like,
look at my little niece making paper.
Yeah. Bring that.
So wait. So little mama doing is getting her numbers out there. So I guess it's time for Papa to like to remind her, like, listen.
Let me show you who does it. Where you get the talents from. You know what I'm saying?
Because as far as she looking is all for mommy.
Nah, she well, you know, mom does you know, I was very strategic and make sure like this is who I was gonna wife up, and you know, my wife is an educator and stuff like that. So I wanted to make sure that my wife was someone who's you know, I've always respected and admired. She's had locks, and I kind of wanted my daughter I wanted her to get the natural thing going in. If she decides to have a weave when she gets older, you know, that's on her. But I just wanted to know what black hair was about for her, you know what I'm saying, to be proud of that, you know, our culture, the black people, you know, I just wanted that for her education, how important that is. But the way things are going, you know, she may not have to go to college. I'd love for her to, but you know, with social media, you see people are turning into like big moguls behind, you know, social media, but we'll see how it goes. You know what I mean?
But she has something to fall back on at least.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I've been investing for my daughter, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I look at the stuff that she has and her investments, and I'm like, man, my dad would be dope if he was doing what I was doing for my daughter. You know what I mean? But you know, of course, it's.
But you learn lessons. You know that the things that didn't happen to you, you know, to try to do, for the next generation. Right. Exactly. We need more of that, especially more black fathers.
Yeah.
Because
and
now
that was what my page, because you know now it was like I had no choice but to be like the black father on Instagram, like with my wife and my daughter. You know, I started doing skits, but it's important to influence other black men, young black men, because I know for me, before having a kid, like, marriage and having children is a scary endeavor. It's like terrifying, especially when you know fathers that haven't had, you know, haven't been around for their kids. And it's just like, you don't know why exactly. And then now you're here and it's just like, I don't want to be that guy. You know, especially when I was being single and you running around, you know, you're trying to dodge this and dodge that. So, you know, it's also been fun, you know what I mean? But, you know, I want to inspire at the same time, you know what I mean?
Okay. So reintroduce the world of who Andre Jalil is.
Oh man,
I know you's a choir boy.
There's different layers.
I used to be. Yeah. It's funny because I started off as a choir boy. You started off. That's how we first met. Like
First of all, you knew him in the choir.
Yeah.
So
you
you
already
knew.
We wasn't in the choir.
You knew you was going down. He's going straight. He's going where I'm going.
It was a hip hop choir, I guess, because we was rappers back then. We wasn't singing.
I was in the gospel rap group ADF, All Different Flavors, and that was how it started. And I started writing then, and then I started making beats. And me and my boy used to work right over here on 125th Street at GameStop, and they had this game that you could make beats on. It's like MTV Music Generator.
Yeah,
I still have it.
You still got that joint?
It still works.
Yo, get out of here. And so we had all these memory cards because we started making. I had hundreds of beats, and then as I grew up, I started my career in construction business, and I started buying all of my stuff, and so it took over. I started doing photography, just everything artsy. I was going to school for art, so I was always drawing. So now it's like graphic art. I just do, digital illustrations and stuff like that. But now it's based on the mood. But the thing I love to do the most is the music. Like that's for me to express myself in that way. Everyone always said I should be a comedian, but I use that humor and I put it in my art. Just like he says,
It's funny that you said that about the comedian being the comedian.
Yes.
Do you remember that one time that you was on MTV? That show, Your Mama. Remember that show, Your Mama? He was on the episode of Your Mama. That. He sure was.
Yes.
But that was like a complete mistake. So check it out. So there was this lady in the street, and she was passing out this thing to be on MTV. And she gave me the little application. She was like, "You could be on the show." She was on 34th Street. I was coming home from work. And so I took the paper for whatever reason. I was thinking it was like, what's the one with Nick Cannon in them?
Wildin' Out.
Wildin' Out. For whatever reason, I was like, oh, this is the joint for Wildin' Out. I was like, it could be fun. So I filled it out, and I took it to when I went to the studio they had there set up. They said I got accepted. And I went, they was like, it's Your Mama. And I was like, damn, like Your Mama. And they was like, you got Your Mama jokes. So they did an interview, and they liked me, and they liked my personality and everything. So now I'm calling friends. I'm like, yo, you got any good Your Mama jokes, man? And so they had a bunch of jokes. A lot of them were like really X-rated, and I was like, I don't want to get on TV talking all stupid and everything. So the jokes that I didn't say, there was like guys who was like, I'm gonna say those jokes, and they ended up winning. But I lived right around the corner, right here on the street, right here, 136. But I lived between 7 Lennox, right here in Brownstone. I had my first little apartment, and it was like, if you win, they come and see your apartment. And I had the bathroom was a shared bathroom, so I was like, yo, if I win, these motherfuckers gonna walk up in here and see I got a separate bathroom. I don't have my own bathroom and shit like that. So I was like, nah, I ain't gonna win on purpose. So I kind of was just like, but I was nervous as shit. I took a day off of work and everything. And they shot it over there by.
So wait, so you mean to tell me you threw it? You threw it because you didn't want nobody to come and see
I ain't want nobody to come to my apartment. I was like, nah. I was like, I got a bunch of jokes. I was like, I'll keep it nice.
I never do this story, bro.
Yeah, man. So I was like, yo. So when I didn't win, I was like, I bet, and I had met this girl. I was like all over her at the thing, and it was more about the experience. It was a South Street Seaport, matter of fact, like right under the underpass, the FDR Drive.
FDR Drive.
And they shot it there, and it was cool. So when I went back to class, because I was in the apprenticeship, so I was making. The teacher used to ask me for permission to keep the class in line, because if I started going off, he lost the class, like the teacher. And it's like if I get started, it was over. And so I remember one day he pulled me out the class. He was like, "Listen, just like today, I need to get through this. Could you just like let me have it?" And I was like, okay, sure, like you could have it. And so after the semester, that was like during the summer, and after the semester was over, so everybody in the class knows me as the funny guy, the comedian. So I came back there, he's like, yo, we saw you on TV, you was on MTV. He was like, I thought you were gonna win. And I was like, nah, man, I ain't win. They was like, I called my girlfriend in the room and you didn't win. Everybody was like, yo, I was rooting for you. So it's funny. I totally forgot about that whole.
I did.
I didn't think anybody had even seen that thing.
Oh,
I
did.
I tried to look for it one time.
I called you as soon as I saw it, and you was like, bro, really?
Matter of fact, I think I hit Tim. I was like, hold up, wait. I said, hold up, don't we know him?
Yeah.
And Tim was like, Bambi, you know him. I was like, where did I know him? He was like, really? Baby?
Right. When you see people in a certain situation that you're not used to seeing them in, you be like, wait, where do I know that person from? Yeah, exactly.
He was like, Bambi did. I was like, oh.
Yeah. I embarrassed myself that day. Forget it, man. But it was fun. But the comedy part didn't stick.
Yeah. Thank God the rap did.
The rap thing did. It always could. With music, you can't go wrong. You could do whatever you want to do. Somebody could be crazy. Like one of my favorite artists.
Especially nowadays, this music.
Yeah, it's tough because I'm in the category of hip hop. So now it's like it almost doesn't even fit anymore.
Do you consider yourself hip hop?
Yeah. like the
Because there's so many different genres. So are you conscious hip hop? Are you raw hip hop?
I don't know.
Are you
I'm
clean hip hop? Are you
bap,
Lupe? What's that Lupe Fiasco hip hop? What are you?
Boom bap.
I'm more like the boom bap. Like with the beats hit hard, not with this stuff. They buy these packs now. Like all these producers, they buy packs. And all the packs, of course, everybody got the same pack. So now you got all the hi-hats. Like you listen to 3 or 4 different people's albums. There'll be hip-hop artists and R&B artists, and it all sounds the same.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't sound like anybody is like creating anything new, any melodies. Like now all they have is like this spatial, ethereal sound.
Yeah, trill music is popping now.
Yeah. They have all kinds of different things. But that's not the sound that, I have some stuff where I can make it sound more recent and modern and stuff like that. But the stuff that resonates with me is more like the boom bap, and I have fun with that. Not just I do my lyricist thing, and I have fun with it that way. I'm not trying to keep up.
Fun. It always seems to me. It always seems like fun. Like it's like you kind of give them from the songs that I heard. Like you kind of give them the audience a chance to kind of interact, like to live the story. Like you gave them vibe. But you give them the feel like they actually there.
Right. If you tell a story, I had one show with that one song. I said, "Sister, you smile. Let me see it again. No, for real. Stop playing. Come here. Let me see it again." So when I did that song, I looked at this one girl. She started getting all shy. I was like, she wanted to disappear. But it's one of those things where you kind of make
now
it.
You see
like
how you just
funny.
transitioned that?
Yeah.
He was just cool, and then he said, "Yeah, let me see you smile.
Let me see it again. No, for real. Stop playing. Come here. Let me see it again." Amazing. Girl, I'm about ready to tackle you. Give me your call. I don't answer. Leave a message. I get back to you. Because I'm having a good feeling about this. You real amiable. Plus, I'm digging your outfit. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. But I already say I'm like a storyteller.
You say things that people that do in their mind like,
yeah.
I want to say this stuff, but I don't know.
And it's funny, you mentioned Party with the Girls. I had a friend I was in class with, and when he heard the song, he was like, "Yo, I'm taking that line, dude. I'm taking that line." I was like, "Which one?" Like, I'm just rapping.
It's the beat. It's the dun 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 ha dun 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 dun.
Yeah. So, absolutely.
It's like that track kind of reminds me of like a current version of like Soho.
Right. And so that's where. So when I let my cousin hear it, so I was over here when I produced that track. I was right up the block, and I didn't have the hot part. I had the Now I'm remember. And so I let my cousin hear it, and he was like, it reminds me of that joint with the Soho. Yeah. So I was like, yo, I had homegirl come over to the crib. I was like, listen, when you come over, do me a favor and just do the ha. So she did that. So now I always had that part of it and added that to it. So now, I'm going to redo that song. I actually had a friend who plays bass, and he did that bang, 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 bang.
Oh, so you're going to do a lot? That's going to be fire.
Because what I want to do, what I've always wanted to do is like spaces like this that are small. You kind of have like a small crowd type of a feel. And
like a listening party type vibe.
Yeah, like a listening party, like you said, like soiree type of thing, and just perform while people there. You have a small crowd, make it intimate, and have fun with it, because I feel like that's great for like my storytelling vibe. So that's one of the things after coronavirus and COVID-19 is through, kind of want to do some small events.
You could probably do it here.
Yeah, I think that'd be dope.
Here, or if the weather's nice at the Garden.
Yeah.
It's like remember I think it's what MTV like storytellers.
Yeah.
Like you had to sit down and then they tell you the little story, like
or the small the small table, the small round table.
Or when they tune in with Spike on the weekday, when he has just a mellow collage and it's just have the music and just let it whatever like more or whatever like that. So we
can do more of a
because I have plenty of joints. A lot of my stuff is that storytelling where you're there, you appreciate the story when you listen to it. Not all of that screaming to the mic loud type stuff. You know what I mean? So we have a lot of fun with that kind of thing.
And the one thing I love about this dude right here, like me and Dre, we go back like LL Cool J's hairline, like literally, like we go way back.
Wait, 10. We're not gonna go there with hairline. But we're gonna take a little break.
Nigga.
We're gonna take a break.
Nigga.
And
nigga. Are you
we're not
really?
gonna take
and
a
when we take the break, we're gonna come back.
Jay, don't laugh.
She said, speaking of hairlines,
we're gonna
Dre,
come back
don't laugh. Don't laugh, Dre.
And Andre is going to
crazy.
explain with the whole photography situation and stuff like that. So I know you're doing the music, but are you bringing back the photography? We're gonna find that back.
Find that out.
After we come back from break, because Tim want to talk about hairlines for no reason, because he ain't got one. But we'll be right back.
Beautiful night, ain't it?
Magical.
Damn, you cold. You always this difficult?
Can't you find somebody else to harass?
Harass? I thought I was being charming.
Wrong.
Come on, let me give you a rap.
Look, I don't know you, okay? For all I know, you a gangster, and I don't ride with no gangsters.
Yo, I ain't no gangster. I got a job. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so me and my homeboy Pro is downtown in Soho. We about to walk in this coffee shop when he points out this little caramel thing. So of course I step to her, good morning sis, how you doing? She smiles and she keeps going. She disappears. We walk inside, grab something, come out a little while later, and there she is. And no way am I gonna let her pass again.
Sister, listen, you off the hook. For walking past me like that, I'ma let you off the hook. I imagine you get approached by dudes often. Look, I work a 9 to 5 and get money off the books. I'm a BMW, black man working, that's right, I get it in. Let's do lunch, check your schedule, see if you can fit it in. Cause for real, I wanna sit down and talk, chit chat with you, catch a movie, play some pool, and kick back with you. Or perhaps you like to walk in the park, go to a lounge, grab a few drinks and talk in the dark. We can hit a comedy club, perhaps you into poetry. Listen to some Jill Scott, wait, you into flowetry? You like that first album better, sis? Me too. CD stayed on repeat, ma, you know how we do. Sister, you smile. Let me see it again. No, for real, stop playing, come here, let me see it again. Amazing. Girl, I'm about ready to tackle you. Give me your call, I don't answer, leave a message, I get back to you. Cause I'm having a good feeling about this. You real amiable, plus I'm taking your outfit. So let me know, when's a good time to call you? What's your schedule looking like? Absolutely, sis, I'll definitely give you a call. You go ahead and have a blessed day. Talk to you soon.
Excuse me, miss, I just wanna know your name. We can go out and just hang. All I want is a conversation. Where you from and what's your occupation? Girl, you got a beautiful smile. Damn, you look good and I'm feeling your style. Give me your number so I can call you. All I wanna do is get to know you.
I'm loving the way you stuck in this groove. This tune, even teach your thugs to be smooth. So I rush in this groove. You made me now a sucker for you. I got a friend and I love that. Ooh, I love your smile, got me wild as wild. Ain't no other girl can have me thinking thoughts of the owl. Maybe I'm crazy. Hold the hands, calling a baby. And every time we part inside, I'm hoping you chase me. Mind pacing. Man, I thought this feeling would shake me. But now I'm understanding she's my queen for the taking. Stop. Hold my breath, maybe I'm dreaming of paradise. Or maybe have I died and I'm here in the afterlife. This must be heaven cause I know I met the angel. So perfect, there ain't nothing that can stain you. Come closer, baby girl, let me claim you. I think it's love at first sight, but let me start off with you.
Wow. M-D-E. It's really good to see you.
It was hard from the start. I knew you never leaving. So much for giving you my heart. And we promised we never grow apart. I knew you'd never leave. You so hard.
Yo, you owe it to me. You fucking cash about the sleeve. I'ma show you all how to MC. See, I can rock the floor, I rock with Harry, I rock with LB. One of the soldiers of the scene. See, y'all niggas is dope fiends, hoping for a dream. Intervene like a case of gangrene. Gain the green and exit the scene with a fine chick who can fill up a pair of jeans. See, I'm doing this shit for Magnet. And niggas in corner guards trying to do shit. See, life ain't a game, it remains intense. Like, hold to a nigga like a dog tracing the scent. See, you gotta get the money, you got to pay rent. Feeling it, y'all, as a red.
One of the musical priests, we form the lyrical Voltron. Hypocrites get stepped upon in the combat. Don't you come back until your back's your sword in the spiritual warfare. You up against the Lord of the first high priest, Melchizedek. Don't you conceive this? Just sit back, breathe. I got more where this come from. JD, the original drum master. Do whatever hit the best, fast or slow. It doesn't matter though. T3 times the MC, call him the last. Bob 10, I'm the one who's in the tree of life. Hold tight, don't ever give up in the fight. Grace can only come into the sight. Soul power, it ignites like the sun. SV dominates the industry for fun. Fun. And I'm done. To the beat, you know we can't stop, we can't quit. Dance and just push up your hands and fists for the band. And if you can't stand, one of my man stand sleeping on some Sandman shit. Like damn man, wake up and screaming the action on some Van Damme. More like a grand slam hit for the whole fam, flipping on the handstand tip. We get the dough with it straight up the wham bam. Before we go, we get that on some damn wham shit. And like some second-hand brand kicks, from the deep down San Francisco to Japan land. It's a brand and new. We can't move for like the Trans Am do. Don't stop. Can't quit. Can't.
MDE Radio.
Hey.
Yeah.
We are back.
We back.
Are you done with
I
this
want
hair?
my hair back, huh?
Okay, so I'm glad you know you want your hair back.
Shut that up.
I'm glad you know you want your hair back. So
You're
you
rude.
just everybody know you just bald.
Whatever.
It's okay.
It's because
all right.
you can't see my hair doesn't mean it's not there.
So what? I'd rather have a lazy eye and can't see it and not have it at all.
Wow.
Boom.
Wow. I didn't see that coming. Anyway, we back on
I know you can't see just like your hairline.
Baby, I love you.
I know.
Oh Lord.
All day. This is what we do.
Yeah, of course.
This is
I
what
ain't
we
see you in
do.
a week. We got Mr. Andre Jalil. He's back.
No, he probably like, yo, y'all.
I'm staying away from the odd jokes and the hairline jokes. I'm playing it safe. Right.
I don't know why you
I just
playing
thought
it
about
safe.
it. All of us. Oh, see, look at this. He's part of the Glasses crew. All of us here.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, look at that.
Little glasses.
I
Well,
don't, I don't need them, but I just like them.
This nigga.
So I'm a fake. I'm a wannabe.
So you a fake?
Yeah, I'm a
okay.
fake
But
glasses.
so it's all right. He trying to be part of us.
Yeah, I'm just trying to be down. That's
okay.
That's it.
Brandy.
That's it.
It's all right.
You know, going to be down. But anyway,
so photography.
Sure.
So what got you in? So are you back? What got you into it? What's going on?
Well, it's almost like it's a necessary part of what I do as an artist. You kind of have to have like your photos be up to date, and then I have the family, so it's kind of like that's working. And then I had a friend of mine who was she's into like styling, and she called me up to do the photography thing. So I was like, yeah, I do the little photography thing for you. And it came out nice. It came out really well. I was really happy with it. I just set up my garage as a studio. I break it down. I put it up, break it down when I'm finished with it, whatever the case. But yeah, I do it here, there. I don't do it where I go out there like, hey, listen, I got a photography studio. You know what I mean? But I could do some headshots and some portraits and stuff like that. And I do stuff with the family.
Yeah, because we shot when you was living in Queens.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Queens.
And it's funny,
Yeah.
and now I live in Queens.
Oh, get out of here. Look at that. What part of Queens?
Jamaica.
You in Jamaica. Oh, yeah, it's busy down there.
Yeah.
But it's a nice area, Timbin.
Every time I was in Jamaica, they pulled me over.
What?
They get pulled over.
They pull you over.
They always pull me over. And they pull me over. And I remember one time I got pulled over, and it was me and my boy Pros in the car. And they just start going underneath the little the mats on the floor. And I'm looking at this cop over here. I'm like, what you doing? Like, what you pulled me over for? Like, so what's happening? One cop pulled me over in Queens. Was like, yeah, you were going kind of fast, and you looked like you rolled through the stop sign. So I was like, all right, so what did I do? Did I not stop at the stop sign, or was I going fast? What's this? Give me the ticket. Like, here's my info. Like, go do that. You know what I mean? It's just like, Jesus, get out of here. See, they be wilding in Queens. I'm staying. I ain't coming to see you. Let's put it like that. Jamaica, man. You kidding? And I got tents, so they gonna be on me.
Oh, they go extra.
Oh no, illegal tents. They. But see, depend where you at.
Yeah, I don't get bothered.
They don't bother you. If your tents could be illegal, they won't bother you.
So now I'm in Jersey. I was coming through the Holland Tunnel, and since I bust a move to get around this bus, and they have like the cops are standing there, and so I guess they saw me bust that move, and I made myself visible. So they was just like. Started pointing. I was like, God damn, like, what? And he was like, you got tents. I had a cracked glass at the time. You know how like the rocks hit your windshield. I had like a little crack.
Oh wow.
And they was on me. And they was like, yeah, man, you gotta get this looked at. I was like, all right.
And nigga, like, I don't know this.
Yeah, like,
it's my car, stupid.
Thanks, officer. Nice talking to you.
Thanks for telling me.
I was like, I can't breathe.
Oh shoot.
But yeah, I won't be in Queens anytime soon.
Needless to say.
Don't feel bad. I don't even shoot out and do like I go home and then I leave right back to come back either to Brooklyn or the Bronx.
Oh, I could dig it.
Or Harlem.
Yeah, and it feels good to be back in Harlem actually.
Yeah, birthplace, man.
Yeah, this is where it's been, man. So
But you rap. What projects you rap?
Man, Harlem.
What block you rap? Yeah. East side, west side?
On the west side. I grew up on the west side. Lived right here. When I came back to Harlem, I came right here, 136, 7th and 8th. And I had a blast over here, man. You know, being in Strivers Row and all of that.
Yeah.
Being in Harlem, I was getting to work. I had one job. I was working on 145th Street, up that way, 145th. I was walking to work. That was like the best. So, you know, but now I'm in Jersey. I got to pay a toll to come see y'all every time now. It's like, you know.
That'll when we do our little food drives. You know how Forrest likes to take trips to Philly and everything. Yeah, because we just out there to Philly to just get Philly cheesesteaks. We just do that.
Just random.
Just random. Be
like, really that good that you got to go to Philly?
Oh, no,
yeah. Max's. We went up there to Max's.
I was like, ain't no damn Philly cheese. I think it's a god, bro. You got it. And when I went, I said,
yes.
No.
Bomb. Okay.
I was lied to.
That particular spot is nice.
Where have you been?
Nice.
The next spot I'm gonna tell you is Jerry's Burgers. We're going down south, but I tell you that off the air.
Sweet.
So you are a producer.
Yes.
Writer.
Yes.
Father.
Yes.
Husband.
Yes.
Businessman.
Photographer.
Yes.
What you don't do? So were you one of the people who got their superpowers that girl was talking about?
Yeah, I guess. Well, you know, it's funny because before as a single guy, I had a lot of time. So I would come home from work, I would make beats until I went to sleep. I would go get Chinese food over here, and then I would, make some more beats, sleep late, get up, go to work, come back home, do the same thing, repeat. So I had like a bunch of time to just focus on that. Then I did the photography because I needed to. You needed shots, and so of course I was my first model. Set the camera up on the tripod to shoot myself, for like the album cover, the album artwork, or whatever, for the mixtapes and stuff like that. So that's kind of like how the photography ended up happening. Then I jumped on what's the name of that, Model Mayhem.
Yeah.
So I started doing that.
You mean the creep website?
I guess so. But I was working with people, and I gotta know working with people. So like that's kind of how like the photography thing ended. And so like now it's just for like when I need it. I do like videos. I have fun doing videos and editing. Now I do videos for my daughter. So the photography is not so much something I do outside of the family, what the family needs, but. When I have my me time, I go down into the basement. I make beats.
I say you have time to yourself. You do a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. So sometimes when I do my art stuff, it's like when I feel like it. You know what I'm saying? I work on a song now. One of the things that motivated me to do my music, because I have so much. I got like hundreds of beats. I have a bunch of songs. I have enough material for probably three albums. But the way things have evolved digitally now,
Okay, Chris Brown.
So now
that nigga got beats for like albums.
Yeah.
The year 3000.
Yeah, I got a bunch of
His
stuff.
His daughter got albums.
Yeah. So it's one of those things now where it's like I never actually put a lot of my material out. Like I did one mixtape, and for a bunch of reasons.
And
I
that
guess
was fire.
Yeah. I had a bunch of friends who would come by, hear my music, and be like, "Yo, you sitting on a gold mine." But the way music is now today, I'm doing like singles. That's why I released this single Friday. Never Stop Loving You is another one of my sappy joints I have fun with. And my plan is to release something every month. You know what I mean? So I'm on all these platforms, Spotify, because I use DistroKid as my distributor.
Yeah, I know a lot of people, and shout out to DistroKid because I know a couple of people that do DistroKid, and it's on everywhere. It's even on the On Instagram.
It's
like
on
if you look
Instagram,
it up on
so we
Instagram,
do
you put it in the stories.
Yeah,
Yes.
if I do a reel, I could use it. You can find my music, Andre Jalil, under Andre Jalil, and you can find whatever song. So we've done that, and you get like I got like 5,000 plays on one of them, or whatever the case, through the reels. And it's on Spotify, it's on iTunes, and all of that stuff. But now, since it's so easy, and you don't have to get signed these days. You know what I'm saying? Like, all I need is like a marketer, somebody to to represent me or whatever the case. But like when it's on again, my favorite part of being an artist is actually the performances.
Yes,
you know what I mean? To put your stuff together.
And let's talk about you and your performances. Your performances, if you have not seen Andre Jalil ever perform ever in your life, you are not living until you see this man perform. I'm not saying this because this is my bro. This dude gets it in. Like, he could perform his tail off. Like, he's funny, he's entertaining, and then on top of that, he's fast, he's witty. Like, he could be in the middle of a song and be killing it, and he'll just stop and look at a girl and be like, bang, come here, girl. Ah, hold that. Boom.
Don't do that
not
ever
quite
again.
like that. Not quite like that.
Well, not quite like that, but you know what I'm saying. But bang.
Don't do that
Boom.
ever again.
Okay, whatever. Anyway, flick your lip. Bang. And then he just get right back in the song and kill it. You like, yo, and from the beginning to the end, his whole set, you be like, wow. Can he go back on?
You know, it's funny. I remember I performed with a friend of mine, and we had this performance. And there were these girls, a bunch of people I didn't know. And when I finished the performance, they said, wow, they were like, you're really good. And I was like, thank you. She said, no, you're like actually like really, really good. And I was like, well, thank you. Like, I don't know what people expect, like a lot of times. But, they be like, oh, here go another corny guy getting on the stage, or somebody who rap or whatever the case. But I take that part of the craft seriously. You
like
know
Apollo,
what I'm saying?
everybody's waiting to bull.
Yeah, they ready for you. They ready for you to book. But a lot of times when I put it together, I don't perform like I'll do like a whole song, so to speak. I'll kind of do like it depends on how much. If you tell me I got 5 minutes, then I'll have to break the songs up. I don't do like a whole, you could get boring. Even if people love your song, you could get really boring. And being that I'm like an independent artist, I don't have thousands and millions of people who love my music who don't care if I do a whole song. So I got to break it up and let you hear what songs is dope. This one goes into this one. I had a DJ for a little while, and while we were running around, it was dope because you could break the song up and you just keep the vibe going and keep people into it and stuff like that. So that was good. And I had my brother with me. I was showing him the ropes, and that was how I got him onto it. So now he does it.
Shout out to J Cap.
Yep, J Cap.
But now he goes by Apollo Reed now.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yes.
Apollo,
Because, of course, we from Harlem, so the Apollo.
Yeah.
Then you have the Apollo Creed, the muscular black dude. So he's like, I'm going to go with Apollo Reed. So, and he moved down south, so he's in North Carolina now, man. So I wish he was up here. We could get busy some more and do some things up here. But yeah, he's still rocking. You know what I mean? And when
I
he
think
do
we
his
still
shows,
friends on social media. It hits me like hearing.
Yeah.
We chat. He be like, "Oh snap!" I be like, "Oh snap!"
Yeah. I call him Big Baby Bro. You know what I mean? He taller than me.
Tall as hell.
Yep. And so we actually have a podcast together. We do the we're big. Of course, we from New York. We're Knicks fans. And so we got the Guard Up Knicks podcast. So we
when does that come on?
We do that like every game pretty much. We do like a little recap. We have some on weekends, but now we're on YouTube. Guard Up Knicks podcast, YouTube/Guard Up Knicks. And we get into it. So that's when I talk about my sports. So that's another thing you can add to it. Like
Sportscaster.
Yeah, sports podcast.
Okay. You trying to get your Shannon Sharp on.
Yeah. Something like that. Yeah, my Stephen A. Smith. You know?
I like Steve, he's good, but I like Shannon.
Yeah, Shannon's cool. I like Shannon.
Welcome to the Shane Show.
Yeah,
Do-rag and the Black and Mild.
Yeah, he does the Black and Mild on the show. I always thought that was real cool of him and the network. Let him do
the Hennessy.
That. Yeah, exactly. For sure. So it's like all of those things, but the performances are the favorite part. You know what I mean?
Do you find it hard to do performances now because due to COVID?
Yeah. I can't. I gotta wait. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do like a couple live performances from home, put them online, put them on the internet, stuff like that. I already have something for the song that I did. I did it kind of like a monologue where I perform it. You know what I mean? And you kind of feel it more so like a spoken word type of piece. So I'm gonna be putting that up soon too.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So those are gonna be the only performances for now.
Okay.
All right. We're going to actually go and take a quick music break, and we're going to come back with our next show, which is Mellow Collage.
No, but before we go, Andre gotta say where we can reach him at before we go.
Nah,
we changed the shows. He's still here. We
do overtime. Oh, we doing overtime. Oh,
doing overtime. That's what I said.
Okay.
Yeah, we doing OT. So we go come back.
Because we gotta do some. We gotta talk about the Capitol and a couple of things going on. So yeah, we'll definitely be right back.
I'll talk about the Capitol.
Yeah.
Man.
I'm gonna bring my brother back, Mr. Stringer. That's gonna be a nice conversation too. Yo, Flawless, you ready? All right. Keep it locked, y'all.
Baby girl, it is you who I ride and provide for, who I reside and I side for, who motivates me to get this bundle. If there's anyone who loves me, you gone too. It's you who I wanna know and I grow for, who I bestow, show for, who motivates me to get this bundle. If there's anyone who loves me. See, they love the way my family loves. I love my family. Less would be insanity, cause who could be mad? I always envisioned, provided for mine, implemented a plan for family product design. Married a black woman with a master's degree, natural hair and other factors that matter to me. They made us a legacy, build an empire, a dream team who will empower and inspire. Raise a daughter, proud to come with her youth. My wife and I create what's low in her view. Lips, curly hair, and this magical melanin. Absent when we trash. Exactly why I'm telling them it's you who I ride and provide for, who I reside and I side for, who motivate they get this bundle. It is anyone who loves you. You gone too. It's you who I know and I grow for, who I and I show for, who motivates me to get this bundle. If there's anyone who loves you. Listen, all the fruits of my labor are yours, beautiful girl. Honestly, we felt the way bringing you into this world, but we'll both do our best to show you how to navigate investments. What took my life to save you haven't ate, cause you deserve more than I could ever offer. Your mom's the best bet, that's why I met her at the altar. It was the plan, it was always about you. What would be the point? There is no legacy without you, cause you can have it, beautiful brown skin. Whatever you imagine, beautiful brown skin. You are the magic, beautiful brown skin. Queen without the pageant, beautiful brown skin. It is you who I ride and provide for, who I reside and I side for, who motivates me to get this bundle. If there's anyone who loves you, you dawn to and put with you, who I work my plan and I stand for, who on her wedding day I hit the dance floor, who motivates me to get this bundle. If there's anyone who loves you.
You are now listening to Melodreams Entertainment. Keep it locked.
Yeah, I'm loving you. You already know. Let me talk to you for a second, baby. Come here, baby. You know you my booger with your sweet self. Now give me some sugar with your juicy lips. My hands on your juicy hips. Shucks, you about as juicy gets. You so ripe, succulent. You had a long day at night. Tuck you in, your majesty. You so dignified. See, we enjoy the outdoors, but when we get inside, let's just say the neighbors know us. The way we slam dance and we cold crush. I mean, how could I ever stop loving you? Baby, we can't lose. W-I-N. I'm so happy I'm in. She like, praise God. I say, amen. I'm so grateful for his good graces. Thousands of kisses upon each other's faces. Hey, give me those cheeks. Yeah, those two. Don't ask why I always squeeze them. I'm supposed to. I will pinch, prod, poke you. Lick, suck, and stroke you. I will never stop. Ow. Cause I never stop loving you. It's like this. You know what, pumpkin noodle? I ain't gonna hold you up. But when I sleep alone, pillow is cold as fuck. It just ain't right. I mean, we need to spoon. You wanna come over? Okay, I see you soon. I know, baby, you got me so spoiled. I tell you what, go lay down and I'll get the oil. Yeah, full body massage. You like my manly hands. Say what? It's dinner time? You made some candied yams? Your culinary art game is right, huh? Talking to my boys like, yeah, I might wife her. Put a ring on it, diamond with the nice cut. On our wedding day, family throwing rice up. I haven't had thoughts remotely close to marriage. I asked Siri how I say I love you in Spanish. She said, te amo, with no bullshit. She called me salt and pepper when bullshit. And baby, you know I love the fact that you got the cushion for the pushing, with no bushing. Hey, give me that funk, that sweet, that nasty, that cushion. You understand? Never stop loving you. They coming with the yeah. Never stop loving you.
Good God Almighty, like back in the old days. You know, years ago, they had the A&R man to tell you what to play, how to play it, you know, whether it's disco or rock. But we just went in the studio and we did it. We had champagne in the studio, of course, you know, compliments of the company, and we just laid back and did it. So we hope you enjoy listening to this album half as much as we enjoy playing it for you, because we had a ball. Only real music's gonna last. All that other bullshit is here today and gone tomorrow.
Dreams of the future, I'm speaking through the past like dreams of Martin Luther. I'm a king in the future. Convos are Buddhists, condos are juices and alcohol. Think you better than me, homie, not at all. Game winning shot and one without a call. House party, know some women, then invite them all. Shorty with a fatty, call her homie down cake. She called me over, she want a nigga to pound cake. I ran through bills, I been around gates. You down a couple pills, you been around fakes. My flow Niagara Falls, but I never fall. Learn from the ocean, be calm, you around lakes. Therapists telling me to chill, like have patience. I know you gon' make meals, but I ain't stopping there. I'm trying to make deals, get my niggas out the struggle, through my fam in the hills. Listen, I got a passion for this rap shit. I give my presence as a gift, but I ain't rap shit. Homie, your work ain't nothing compared to cap shit. See what I'm saying, motherfucker? Check the caption. I got material to change the game, but I ain't ready to release it. I'm sure when I do, everybody gonna repeat it. I'm thinking y'all niggas gain confidence on the low, but I guarantee you ain't fucking with my allegiance. Now act stupid if you want to. No second guessing, cause I know you really want to. I'm never satisfied with one, I always want two. Niggas want a verse, tell me who you gonna run to. Young Capital working with the scrap metal. Get wins like Syracuse when they had Mellow. Throwing shots and I'm hitting you with a jab. Hello, you think you Boston, but really, nigga, you Fab Mellow. I tell you, cash rules everything around me. So when I go ham, no, I'm thinking about cheese and getting bread from the top to the bottom. Mayonnaise whip, roll through the block like what's poppin'. We came a long way from the roaches on the wall. So that's why when I make it, my mama gon' have it all. Probably fly to Jamaica, my family gon' have a ball. When the weather getting grizzly, we out here, no Marcus all. Sipping on wine and having a good time. Party at the crib and they drunk on the food time. Puffing on the cloud while I'm kicking it with God. Ask him if it's my turn, he said homie in due time. Got me working on my craft like it's Noah's Ark. Know when the storm gon' come and it's getting dark. You catch Tony Tone and I'm Tony Park. And I'm polo to the ground like it's Rucker Park. More bars than Dove and Irish Springs. Define the things we have in life. Why you worry about designer things? Talking about you want all kinds of rings. That's when a nigga start confessing all kinds of things. Shit like I had a fling back in February. I ain't trying to get married till I hit 30. I'm a cheap bastard. Rhyme book is in a closed casket. Flow hot, I'm lighting fires with cold matches. I remember working overnight at UPS. I walk to work every night in a sleeveless vest. Headphone blasting, getting shit up off my chest. Never thought I'd hear a nigga saying you be next. You worry about the ice, but I'm worried about the cream. I'm up all night writing out my whole dream. I'm trying to stack heights till my money start leaning. This shit is crack, give it back before they start fiending.
Yeah, you pronounce my name, Molly. Any questions? I bring many blessings with my man High Tech, and he from the Natty. We make the sky crack, feel the fly track. Get your hands up like a hijack, fists in the air for Molly. Keep them there like natural mystic or smoke when the spliff's lit. It's a revolutionary party. They ask me what I'm writing for. I'm writing to show you what we fighting for. Say Talib and Talib. If it's hard, try spelling it phonetically. If not, then just let it be like Nina Simone. You probably don't listen, B. Even when we suffer losses, I count for victory. Sometimes it's far in between. I'm sad to say you got my brain crowded like sunset on a Saturday. I know my son wept cause his dad's away. Stop crying, be strong for your mama is what I have to say to my little man named Amani. Start the party, my crew hot, feel these two shots like a blast from a double barrel shotty. It's got to be the man High Tech, quality, who'll make you rock the body. Start the party, my crew hot, feel these two shots like a blast from a double barrel shotty. It's got to be the man High Tech, quality.
Yeah. Look. The difference from a man and a leader is the ability to turn doubters into believers. Pledge allegiance to the upperclassmen with more verbs than actions. You just a shell of yourself. 87 ass. Control that. Tell me where your soul at. I see you taking pictures. You concerned about a throat. I call these niggas Kodaks. My bars like pin out of a grenade and telling a lame hold up. Taking shots like Novak. Please exercise your right to remain silent and watch me remain violent. The beat playing silent. The cops is behind. Bitten Isaiah 1. Rewind. Every line is a quote. I'm the second coming of Gandhi. All your lines is jokes. You the second coming of Eddie. They tell me stay humble, but y'all ain't gotta remind me. I'm just trying to get my dreams possible. Fred, and become Jason to these niggas game. Or they worry about his chains. I'm waiting for change. Kicking them out the game. Yeah, I got soccer rain. I'm waiting for the right for me. Rain. You waiting for your night checks to catch a drop of rain. So I'm stepping on your kicks. I'm doing the right thing. Spike reference. I'm checking shorty intelligence, reading about longevity on the relevant. Trying to make it big with pockets fatter than elephants and hit you with a bubonic plague. I'm too pest. Got you checking your resident. Like I ain't trying to be on when it's gigs, but now I'm ever. Good luck, boy. The time is ticking. Until then, I'm looking for a good girl. I'm Robin Dickin. I know a good girl. She looking like Paula Patton. If she try to change me, I'm telling her get to packing. She wanna jump ship, so still I remain the captain. Rats is after the cheese, so niggas just call it trapping. I told you out of your spot here, reversing, I slowly back in. Throw my key to the valet, now my head like it's happening. What's shaking, my dude? You saw me with your girl again? You sure that shit wasn't a deja vu? You see, I played y'all crew. You on a stage, I boo. My white boys will tell you to lighten up and they eyes blue. Me, I'm after the money, you know, my eyes green. I'm getting paper cuts on my pupils, I need Visine. Man, I need my team, like my boss got fiends. Spitting crack, so I got the scope like Jimmy Iovine. It's time I stop.
The levels tight, Ali, real tight. Check. Yeah, come now. Soul brother number 2. I'm the one now. Sun up to sundown, still kicking that shit. Put your gun down. I come in peace like a extraterrestrial being. Eat me a meteor and walk across the moon bare feet. But don't nobody rhyme like this no more. Call me the 2010 Rakim. I got soul, it's more store. Feel like a CVS open 24. Spent nights trying to overshadow my shadow, but niggas trying to block my light like a solar eclipse. I bring a knife to a fist fight, and when I cut a record, so when I cut the cheese, shit, you know what it is. Mr. Absolutely the most incredible at this. So adjust your bass, your treble, and then baby,
I come for free time. Hit it. Kev tells himself to prove that he's a freak. I can't hold it back, the paint flowing over. Can't hold it back, I am the future. Touch it, why don't you? 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 Hey girl, oh girl, hey girl, I wanna rock your world.
Are you talking to me?
Hey girl, would you meet me at the waterbed tonight? I got a surprise for you. I wanna give it to you all night long. New York City, wanna give it to you all night long. Why Watashi wa Tokyo Ski. I'm the waterbed Kev, and I'm here to say about what's going on in the USA. How the president's giving all kind of advices, but that don't stop the raising in the prices. Candidates cuts each other's throat just to get poor people out there to vote. If you look in the sky at the stars above, you read waterbed Kev, he was made for love. Ladies, all night long, they wait for Kev to come on home and run to the roof to shoot the juice. It's me that they love me. And now that I can feel you coming, yes, my waterbed is running. All that I say is that it's time for you to lay in my waterbed. All night, long, New York City, wanna give it to you all night.
Hey, we're back. So now we're back overtime because we had to get into this situation because this been trending for a long time, right? A long time coming, actually. So we got different opinions, different views, different things. I'm going to go across the room in a way. I think I'm going to have Mr. Stringer go last since he's the one that served the country since 1912.
Wow, I ain't even that old.
You know, you're older than me.
Shout outs to my Lazarus.
But I like, wait. I like older men because my radio husband, Spike.
Spike Lee. Not 40 Acres and a Mule Spike Lee.
My radio
That's Harlem's
husband.
own Spike Lee.
But oh, it's crazy because I feel there's a bunch of bullshit and they let them in there, but maybe that's a whole nother thing. So, Mr. Jalil, what is your thoughts on this whole Capitol situation? Well, first, I don't know. The Trump supporters had came in and took over the Capitol, and basically they're trying to find a way to keep Trump in office, if I'm not mistaken. The whole situation.
Yeah, it's a coup.
Allegedly, when I came back to New York, but yet and still, everybody got the Citizen Act. Ain't a damn day that go by somebody got shot. I'm not gonna sit here and dry snitch. We know what it is. We know what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be the first one to tell you. Yeah, I took that off to defend this country. And I love this supposed great city of New York. I find it ironic that I can, go rent a car or borrow a friend of mine's car, go to Suffolk County and go to Walmart and go to the sporting goods department and buy a rifle, buy what me and my military brothers used to joke about when we was in the service. We called them Walmart rounds. You know what I'm saying? Why you think there's no Walmart in the city? Because every Walmart sells guns. They're not going to take that shit out just to put it in the city. No, I'm dead. No. The closest Walmart to Queens is Valley Stream. Yeah, that's New York State. Oh, right. See? Right. And this is the thing that I tell people all the time. You have to pay attention to where you live at, specifically my New Yorkers. Pay attention to your city and the restructuring and the rezoning laws. Just like I said on my live, I grew up in South Jamaica, Queens during the fucking crack epidemic. You call 911, they show up an hour and a half later. I live in gentrified fucking Bedford-Stuyvesant. When I first moved over there 6 years ago, there was only one white person in the neighborhood. Now, I got Molly, Hunter, Chase, Stacy, whatever the hell you want to name them. I go outside, take my trash out 4 o'clock in the morning, and I done seen about 4 or 5 white people run past me, good morning. Wait, what? But the difference is the police get called. They're there.
On the double.
On the double, you feel me? So there is a thing of white privilege, always has been. There is a thing of white supremacy, always has been, always will be. And the greatest thing I can tell you is whoever the hell said, because I don't remember who said it, but whoever the hell said everything is black and white is true. The greatest lie that a person ever told somebody was everything is not black and white. The very first piece of paper was off-white. When they wrote the Declaration of Independence, the Bill of Rights, and the Constitution of the United States of America, all black people were slaves, but that shit was written in black ink. That was the only color ink back then. The Capitol building was built by us. We built this country. Now, My man that's over here in the cut that you can't see, he said something that
Wait, hold
makes...
on. Before you get into that, we're going to do a quick commercial.
Oh, go right ahead.
Break. And then when we come back, we are going to continue on with that because, like I said, there's a reason why I wanted my bro to come up here to talk about it. So
shit is deep.
We'll be right back, you guys.
Yo, what was it you said on Facebook? I actually had...
Langston Hughes was an American poet, novelist, and playwright who was a leading figure in the Harlem Renaissance. Hughes was born on February 1st, 1902 in Joplin, Missouri. He began writing poetry in high school, inspired by Walt Whitman and Carl Sandburg. In 1921, he published his first poem, The Negro Speaks of Rivers, in NAACP magazine The Crisis, to glowing reviews. Hughes enrolled in Columbia University and got involved with the artistic surge of the Harlem Renaissance. However, Hughes left Columbia after just 1 year to see the world, supporting himself through odd jobs. During his travels, Hughes met American writer Carl Van Vechten, who was impressed by the young man's talent. Van Vechten's support led to the publication of Hughes's first poetry collection, The Weary Blues. It was an early breakthrough for jazz poetry, which used musical rhythm and patterns to celebrate everyday African American life, and it included the famous poem, I Too. After returning to Harlem, Hughes released the 1930 novel, Not Without Laughter. Its financial success allowed him to pursue a wide assortment of projects. He produced many more volumes of poetry, works of fiction, autobiographies, dramatic plays, a film script, and he even acted as a correspondent during the Spanish Civil War. Hughes also created the humorous character Jesse B. Semple, nicknamed Simple, who starred in a long-running series. Hughes's themes of racial equality and working-class pride attracted admirers as well as enemies. Senator Joseph McCarthy smeared his reputation with communist accusations, which Hughes had to deny under oath in 1953. The details of Hughes's romantic life remain relatively obscure, though many biographers speculate that he was gay. This queer identity, seemingly suppressed and forgotten, is one aspect of Hughes's legacy that contemporary artists like Isaac Julian have attempted to unearth and reclaim. In 1967, Hughes died of complications from prostate cancer. To commemorate his artistic contributions, his home was declared a New York City landmark in 1981.
No, I'm good.
Hey, y'all. We are back. But I want to get back to more of the conversation with the Capitol. Of course, Stringer. And we had Mr. Rogue Agent here. And we got my radio husband, Spike. And we got DJ Tim Holla.
Yes, sir.
In the building.
Yo, Spike is loving this belt, man. Yo, Spike is loving this belt, man. So, you're going to have to get your radio husband one of these for his birthday.
I could check with that. You. I know. I
When
know
is it?
you're a Virgo.
September 3rd. Oh, see, I got you. We catch that right on sale. They do like a crazy sale in the middle of the summer. On it. Right before SummerSlam, because it's right there. But
So back to what you were saying when it
now,
came
with
to
this Capitol thing, right?
Capitol.
Now, this is what most people don't even realize. Now, for us New York City residents, the one day that we can't stand is 9/11. You know what I mean? They say never forget that shit. Oh, a lot of us want to. But ever since 9/11, security has changed across the board for the entire government, the entire country. Like, since 9/11, 2001, it became a requirement for your kid to have a goddamn cell phone if they go to school by themselves. I'm a kid that, you better take your ass to school. I don't want to get no phone call from the teacher. Yes, Ma, go to school, right? So, everybody says they knew. Trump and his...
You knew.
Hold on. I got to say this right. Trump and his Retrumplican buddies. Hey, yo, let me explain something to y'all real quick. when Chris Cuomo said
Wait,
that
that's the
shit,
new word. Matter of fact, hold on.
It is
We
a whole
have
hashtag.
Wait, hold on, Stringer. You guys, that's gonna be one of our words. Remember our words that we do?
We do a word of the day.
We do word of the day at Melodreams.
All right, so the
And
word of the day today
is
is re-Trumplican.
Re-Trumplican.
All right, so that means we
Mike,
made up a whole new party.
That's our word of the day. Re-Trumplicans. You know how Donald Trump, like Republican? Re-Trumplicans.
You got to watch CNN, brother.
CNN.
Yo, I was
Re-Trumplicans.
watching Chris Cuomo
So that's
one night,
so that's the Melodream
and
word
he
of the
said
day.
it, and I was just like, wait, what? And then he said it again, and again, and again, and it just stuck. And I got it. See, you got Democrats, Republicans, and Retrumplicans. Whatever Donald Trump says is
golden.
You know what I mean? So that's what it is. So you have, this Capitol thing, it was planned. You know what I mean? This is why
Somebody said a lot of it was actors.
I mean, they had actors there, apparently, allegedly, and I say that because I've seen a couple of videos, and even with them, I don't have no compassion for you. You just lucky that I wasn't down there visiting my motherfucking grandparents when this shit happened, because, hey, if you live fucking 5 minutes from the Pentagon, how many minutes is she away from the fucking Capitol? And I'm in the area of Washington, D.C., you know how easy it is for me to show my veteran ID card, get a rifle, and say I'm going to take back the Capitol? I've actually had people ask me what the fuck would I have done. I'd have took back the Capitol. I'd have been like, yo, either you can move the fuck back or you can get put in a body bag and you thank Donald Trump for it. Once they got that shit in order, I'd have gladly interviewed with CNN and any other news reporter and go, if you want to know where we're going next, we're going to 1600 Pennsylvania fucking Avenue, and I am going to arrest the fucking president.
Wait, now speaking of arrests, do you agree or do you think it's going to happen?
What?
With didn't Iraq want him?
Honestly speaking, it's funny that you asked me that, because that's exactly what I would do, because one thing that most people here in America don't know, and you should, anybody that has a job, even though we're in the middle of COVID and you might have lost your job for that, I apologize. But when you look at your pay stub and you see federal taxes, you do realize that you are only really paying like $5 fucking for tax. That other shit go everywhere else, including the fucking prison system. So, as far as I'm concerned, Donald Trump's ass is not good enough to be in no damn prison here in the United States of America with 3 Ks. If you ask me personally, even if I was dead and I would have arrested him, yes, I'd have cashed in on Interpol and I would have handed his ass over to Iraq.
I'm done.
I would have. I'd have been like, yo, like, seriously, like, and then I flipped it. And then I flipped it because I had one of my friends flip it on me. He was like, all right, now you know how you always joked and said you was going to run for president of the United States, right? I said, oh, this is going to be a good one. He said, all right, so you ran. Instead of being Joe Biden, it was you that won. What would you do? I said, well, shit, you know I'm the worst snake in the grass, right? I built everything off of terrorism. How would I get Trump? He can't pardon himself. And I would draw up the longest pardon that I know you would not read. You would not read it.
He said you would not read.
I would call a press conference and be like, I have in my hands here a pardon for Donald Trump. All he got to do is come sign it. And he's pardoned. Now, of course, everybody at home watching will be upset. And I'll be like, and for those of you who are upset, stay tuned. Everything happens for a reason. I never show any cards, and Ambi knows me best. I never even show emotions in my face, so I'll be sitting there with a straight face. Only people that would know I'm dead serious is my family and my friends. Like, oh, that nigga up to something. How you know? Oh, you ain't see that smirk when he turned? Like he up to something. He would come, he would sign that pardon, and in that pardon, it would literally be hidden in so much gibberish, right? That, yeah, you're accepting this pardon, but you're immediately getting turned over to Interpol because you're not good enough for my jails. And I don't want no citizen that was a victim of your lies, your bullshit, and everything else to have to pay a dime for you. I've been to Iraq. Y'all think jail here in America is something? every jail across this globe looks at jail in America as a goddamn vacation getaway.
Ain't it?
Pretty much.
An oasis.
It is an oasis. I mean, unfortunately for me, I've had to spend time in one of the worst of the oases, Portsmouth City Jail in Portsmouth, Virginia. But compared to being locked in a cage where a rat is your cellmate and you literally get fed bread and water 3 times a day, you're exposed to all the elements of the weather and everything else. No visitors, no nothing. Yeah, I take jail in America any day of the week if I had to choose.
So the one thing that got on my nerve about this whole entire thing was these white people they stormed the
it was allowed. We all saw it.
Yeah, they stormed the Capitol. But the crazy part about it was when we had the Million Man March.
Wait a minute, you went too far.
We couldn't. Oh, okay.
You went too far. Forget the Million Man March.
No,
and I don't mean forget it.
No, but
Think back to the Black Lives Matter protests when they had everybody outside looking like Call of fucking Duty ghosts.
Yeah.
That's why I said you went back too far. And what that showed everybody is simple. And this is why I said what I said on that live that you was on with me, brother.
Mm-hmm.
I said it best. Dr. Louis Farrakhan said it many a times. I heard it and understood it in 1990. I was only 10. We got to get together. We got to cut the bullshit. And the only way for us to do that is we got to, he ain't say cut the bullshit. I said cut the bullshit. We got to end this light skin versus dark skin shit.
Facts.
We got to end this whole screwing our own people over. You know, we got to bridge
crabs in a basket.
You know what I'm saying? Because in order for anybody to take our asses seriously, most people don't understand, just like we said on that live, you know what I'm saying? You think back when Harriet Tubman had to free the slaves, guess what? She killed her husband. Why? Because he wasn't with that shit. Same shit with, what's the dude name? I can't even think of it. It's at the tip of my damn head. Ike Turner.
Yeah.
No, not Ike Turner. Nat Turner. With Nat Turner. Yeah. Y'all help me out. Look, I'm getting up there in age. You know what I'm saying? Nat Turner. Nat Turner had to kill people too. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying though, that's the man, that's the boss. That's what you gotta do. You gotta get that man that much respect. You know what I'm saying? He just told me give him a call, so one of y'all gotta make sure I get his information.
Got you.
But same thing with Nat Turner, and it's gonna be the same thing. You know what I'm saying? People want to rise up, you're gonna rise up. But the people that don't want to fight, you're gonna find yourself in a position. That's what it's gonna be.
Wait, not to be funny and bring this man up.
Who?
Kanye West.
He said it too.
Where he said slavery was a choice. I feel that he said it wrong. I understand what he was trying to say, but I feel he came out the wrong way. That basically
Slavery
it was a choice. There was a choice, but it was a choice where people want to fight or not.
No, that's the thing.
So I think he kind of said it, you know.
He said it messed up because
he said it wrong. It came out wrong, but the thought was
slavery was never a choice.
You see what
I'm saying? And this is where, like, I was saying to my wife this morning, you know, I said everything is black and white. You know what I'm saying? Like, take myself, Tim, your husband, say we all down. Your radio husband.
Spike.
Yeah, Spike. You know, me, Spike, Tim, Mike that just left, my man right there, right?
Dave,
right? So we all, like, you know, we in this village, you know what I'm saying? We neighboring villages in the continent that wasn't even known as America. But the four of us, right, we the ones that go out hunting. The only reason why we know each other is because guess what? Oh, he know where to get the beef at. Yeah, he know where to get the beef at. I know where to get something at. He know where to get something at. Dave know where to get all the fish at. So we all together. We the strongest ones. The village depended on us. But what happened? Oh, somebody named, the first Retrumplicant, if you ask me, fucking Christopher Columbus, got lost. And what's the DJ's name?
Flawless.
DJ Flawless found the motherfucker, helped him out, brought him to the village. Y'all fucking fed him and everything. And what the fuck he do? Send that motherfucking message in the bottle. Oh shit, I found fucking people over here, but yo, there's a lot of land, a lot of resources.
And what they America.
They came over here, devalued us to our women, right? Made them confined in them, which is why till this day, black women run the fucking white men. And told us that we can't have that. And why you think a black man runs to a white woman? Because it was some shit that we was told we can't have.
Yeah.
That's that forbidden fruit. Now, the reason why I say this is because I don't know who's gonna hear this. I don't know who's ever gonna see this. It might be on YouTube. So I want you to understand, that I am saying this. Just like I said before the break, I can't have a gun in New York City, yet and still there are guns in New York City. You tell a black person they can't have some shit, that's gonna motivate their ass to get that shit by my way of Malcolm X's words that he said best. Any motherfucking means necessary. You're gonna tell me that I was good enough to put my life on the line for this country, go fight a war for this country, and because I live in the rotten fucking apple known as New York City that I can't defend my wife or children, I'll be the first one to pull a Donald Trump, and no, I'm not a Republican. Fuck you. Have a nice day, is what I'm going to say, because I am, by any means necessary. When I get rich enough and my wife is okay with it, yes, I will move to one of them gun-friendly states. I want to do it by the time my daughters reach the age of 16 because shit, I was a sniper. And I want my daughters to be able to shoot your ass from 1.5 miles away. Point blank, one shot kill. That's it.
Bro said, buckshot, duck shot.
Nah, no, dead ass. I'm dead serious. It may have been a long time since I've been to the gun range, but shit, it's all up here. I would teach my daughters the use of force, deadly force. I mean, most civilians don't know about it. They only teach that in law enforcement and security. But again, it ain't nothing that you can't Google. You literally
YouTube.
No, don't YouTube it. Go to Google because Google will give you the full explanation. Just go use of force, escalation of force, deadly force, and it will come up with the whole escalation scale. And that shit at the Capitol building, that was an immediate deadly force was authorized as soon as they got on there and was being all belligerent. And like y'all said, patting them on the back and shit, taking selfies and shit. We already know what would happen if that was us.
And on that, we're going to go to a quick music break. Then we're going to come back.
And we're going to
wrap it up, yeah.
We'll be right back, you guys.
Y'all come back. I'm just going to say.
Later.
Anything I got to say about that? And
You're living in poverty. Your schools are no good. You have no jobs. 58% of your youth is unemployed. What the hell do you have to lose?
Report live from the upside of America. Mama let me sip the 40. I was just a shorty. Then I started spitting garlic, and they said record me. I feel like this shit was for me. This shit is my story. Yeah, jumped out the porch, I got a Porsche, no take it back. I'm on the block with the killers and holding my own, of course, yeah. I see my mom and dad separate, ain't talking divorce. Said daddy was living by the fire, and he died by the torch. I'm where the AKs is, we like the baby kids. Ain't ever daddy, I listen to suckers the same way that Ray did. I'm talking Smithers and HKs, and I just was a grade 8 kid. Ain't on no guy, and we grew up with hitters and did everything they said. Point out the block, we spinning that. Running the spot, we getting that. Give us some work, we flipping that. I'm hitting from jet, ain't hitting back. I need a lawyer, money for commissary, ain't nobody ain't sending that. I'm in my cell, like when I get out, I'm making a movie, no Cinemax. Who? Yeah, back home and I'm fresh on bail. Phone chirping, it was next to tell. Block popping, it was extra cell. Big dog, they ain't showing remorse. I was
was begging just to catch yourself. Same block we was going to war. I was praying I ain't catch a shell. Ooh, we ain't starving for 1,000 nights. Living like we trying to die tonight. Got points like dynamite. I was fucking on my top.
Yo, this show was pretty interesting, but my boy Mr. Rogue got one more last thing to say. What's going on?
Now,
the champ is here.
Going forward, I want everybody to understand. The cat's been let out the bag, and there's multiple fires, and the fires have been set with extreme accelerants. So this shit's not going to change, but there are going to be changes that will be put in place. Like, I wouldn't be surprised, like I said during the break, that the Republican Party is going to un-Trumplican themselves and unfuck themselves, and with that, there's going to be the brainiac that says, hey, we have to get this government straightened out. Most people don't know. There's 53 U.S. territories and states, and I said you have to subtract one because Washington, D.C. does not have a governor. They only have a mayor. Watch Washington, D.C. quickly become the smallest state in the United States. They're going to put a governor in charge because when this riot happened, when this Domestic Terrorist Act happened, you had congressmen putting out requests through the DOD to get the National Guard activated, but the current dickhead in chief was like, no, which is why I had tweeted the picture of Mr. Burns from The Simpsons sitting there like, excellent. I'm like, meanwhile, in the West Wing of the White House, Trump is like, excellent. But he told these motherfuckers he was going and weren't there. Because he knew in his mind, like, he may be a couple of fries short from a small fry. Can't even call this nigga a Happy Meal. A small fry. But he knew what he was doing. That's why he didn't show up. And it's horrible that these people didn't catch on to that. Like, and most people don't even realize there was a couple of black people out there too.
Yeah, of course.
Just two.
No, I counted more than two, brother. Oh, I counted more than two. You know what I mean? And everybody that's getting arrested, yeah, those indictments are coming down from the Department of Justice. So there's like no escaping that, you know? And Trump's trying to lawyer up with Giuliani again to fight this. Didn't you learn your lesson from like the 55 court hearings for the fucking election? Like, I guess you just like losing, you know what I mean? But like I said, if anything, black people, we've been confirmed like a Don King perm of what we've been saying for decades. And white people need to finally stop excusing the shit and accept the shit for what the fuck it is. And mind you, I know one thing. We could pay Holocaust survivors and all that other shit. They keep bringing up the conversation of reparations, but won't nobody push it through because you would have to admit that you've committed the greatest act of domestic terrorism.
Yeah.
And it is an integrity issue. Don't ever let me become president. I'll do it. I will. And I will pay every fucking body. I won't spread no hate. I'll spread love. Like Big said, it's the Brooklyn way, and I'm from Queens. And I would, because I love anybody that ain't with that fuck shit. I don't care about skin color. Because at one point in time, y'all was depending on me to go correct the wrongs of that 2001 bullshit.
Yeah.
True. But on that note, you had a wonderful show.
Yes.
Thanks for coming. Well,
I think Spike's gonna try and steal my belt.
This is not the last time you're going to see him here. Like I said, it's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna come back.
I think y'all gonna keep asking me to come back so we can have more fun. I think I gotta pay back those 10 years in waiting.
Shouts out to Spike. Next week's show, we are actually going to get into Dr. Dre. We're going to get into it this time. Dr. Dre and he's up with his brain aneurysm, and the fact that after when they posted up that he was in ICU for the brain aneurysm, his house was burglarized. That damn wife. Coming up next week on...
Yo, a lot of people are blaming her for it, yo.
In the Mix Radio on Melodream.
The champ is here.
Radio. We out.
I see you, Spike. We out, y'all.
He earned it.
Check
saying, yo. Silly with my 9 milli with the dilly, yo. When I be on the mic, yes, I do my duty, yo. While up in the club like we while in the studio. You don't wanna violate, nigga, really and truly, yo. My main thug, nigga named